Welcome back, ladies and gents, boys and girls, to Cup of TCG. We are here live at the Canterbury Gaming Convention, and we've got another Super Armory coming up for you to enjoy. My name is Kyle, this is the lovely Callum, and we've got 4 rounds of full power Flesh and Blood in Classic Constructed to show you in just a few moments. Man, I'm looking forward to this. I'm also looking forward to a shorter day, not 12 rounds of Fab in a row.
Look, Project Blue, shorter games, but when you're playing 8 of them in a row, it's a lot to cast.
Very true.
High energy event. It was a great event yesterday. The spirits were
high.
Yeah, 100%.
Spirits were high.
Had a good time. We gave away loads of stuff.
We did. We just gave away loads of stuff as well to Gary, who was our winner of our giveaway yesterday. Not only did they get the Dynasty playmat, but also we had a cheeky little Shift the Tides of Battle playmat, which another con exclusive, by the way. Thank you very much, LSS. So gave him a couple of bits, and honestly, we looked through the illustrious promo folder. I say folder, box.
It's shrinking. There's not quite as much in there anymore.
Yeah, it's because I just gave away, I think, maybe 12 cards because they are mech cards that no one plays other than Teklo players. And, we learnt that he's a Teklo player. And we thought, well, if you're playing in CC, why not get a rogue deck on stream? So we are going to be having Teklo on stream, taking on a fellow cupper in Finley Shepherd, who doesn't have the best win rate on stream so far. I think he's lost every game that we've displayed.
Maybe Finley's feeling mighty generous and just trying to give away a lot of promos, because we have got a Cup of TCG bounty this weekend. Beat a Cup of TCG member on stream or off stream. Yep. And you will win yourself a Trotlong promo pack and some other goodies.
Absolutely.
Like we said, we just don't want to take it all home with us.
No, honestly, I'm running out of space. I am running out of space to keep all this stuff. But we do have some more promos. We probably will do a stream giveaway as well if there are people watching at home, which I can see you. I know, Aiden, you're in the chat. I know you might have to disappear, but you can enter. That's okay. We'll find a new way of doing it because, honestly, our comments were getting flooded on that Project Blue video. People were interested. And, thanks for all the love, guys. We appreciate everything that you've been doing, watching along the way.
We've had a really good time this weekend putting this stream on. Carl's worked extra hard, worked his little socks off.
I wouldn't go that far.
He's absolutely clocked in and locked in.
Both of those things. Both players are just getting set up right now, so just taking a little bit of time to be able to lock in there. But
the Classic Constructed, not Project Blue this time, so not having to
no
forcing people to play a crack bauble in their deck this time.
Is that a blessing or a curse, honestly?
Well, I'm sure Oscilio would rather not draw a crack bauble.
Yeah, very true.
Oscilio versus Teklo on stream. Interesting matchup. Should be. I hear through the grapevine that it's relatively Oscilio favoured.
I would agree with that. Yeah, Teklo. I mean, he wants to block with his armour, right? And
not the best into wizards historically. However, maybe Gary's got a plan.
Absolutely. I mean, there is arcane barrier equipment now that you can equip. The new bases for you to be able to chuck on in. Are they any good? I don't know. They have AB. Your deck's mainly blue. Maybe it's okay.
This could be an interesting, maybe a different type of Teklo deck. Maybe a little more aggressive. Maybe some boost stuff in there.
Maybe.
Maybe Finley gets unlucky and all 3 Gone on flashes are in the bottom 15 cards of his deck. Who knows?
Yeah, that is kind of what you have to hope and pray for, right? If you're playing up against Oscilio, if they see it in the first maybe 10 cards, 15 cards, they're probably going to storm off, and you're probably going to be eating a hell of a lot of damage if they have the right setup. Yeah,
it's a scary deck to play into. I've played it a little bit myself over the last couple of months while soul searching for a new hero after all of these part of the Misfell heroes.
You're going to play Kasai with that new card that was revealed.
Oh, that card looks very, very cool.
That card looks busted.
Yeah, it looks super good. Happy to see the warrior class getting some love.
Yep. That I'm less mad about. What I'm mad about is that yesterday I was literally saying, I like the fact that Kasai has to work for her allies, and now it's ally, giving the sword to go again. But I'm kind of here for it.
But look, the sword has to hit, and
sword does have to hit. Doesn't pump.
There are plenty of defensive options in the game, so absolutely. Maybe Kasai struggles to get that sword hit through. But really powerful card. Yellow as well. 3 block reaction.
Plays into what she needs it.
Can't ask for much else, to be honest. A go again source, so even if you don't hit and get the ally,
go again, keep going. Yep, absolutely.
Move the counter from your dynamos. I think Kasai is looking to be really well positioned with more and more support.
I mean, she was already seeing a little bit more representation over national season, right? A couple of nationals taken down by her, had some pretty decent wins. Can't remember the exact number of nationals that she won. I think it was 1 or 2.
She's well positioned into assassin, and Slippy
and
is
Gravy, not bad as well.
Slightly a menace. So yeah, it takes some investment to clear some allies, but she's You're sitting pretty in the format at the moment.
Of course, we just had both callings in Auckland. The second one being won by spoilers in the chat. Mute if you don't want to hear. Just won by a Dash.io of all decks. A very healthy top 8 as well. Only deck that we are seeing duplicates of being Slippy. Man, I think for what was a couple of weeks of us being like we are going to be in a pretty dire Slippy and gravy back and forth meta, it's actually looking to turn out to be a relatively equal one where a lot of players and a lot of decks can flourish here.
People are getting creative with how they attack this format, and decks like Dash.io, Oscilio, Kano even in that top 8.
Absolutely.
They're looking to do some scary stuff to try and combat, maybe abuse the expectation that people have of these couple of decks being overrepresented.
Did see a little bit of a crazy Oscilio Kano game inside of that top 8 as well. Alexander Vore, honestly do watch it. Alexander Vore, known wizard player on Oscilio instead of Kano this time round, going up against Amelia, who was on Kano. Wow, that was a wizard showing, and I'll leave that up to your interpretation. Watch the game. It's about 8 minutes.
Is it like seen in Harry Potter where Harry and Voldemort are like doing this one thing back and forth?
Yeah, I would say yes if one of the classes casted a spell. One of them did, one of them didn't.
Right, okay.
One of them cast a lot of spells.
Okay.
But yeah, a lot of wizarding, a lot of type things.
Speaking of wizarding, we have a wizard on our feature match area as we speak. Teklo, Steamed Magnate.
I always forget that he's got an extra name.
Yep.
Just Tony Stark, isn't it?
Can't say that.
Oh, for legal reasons, not Marvel Snap. Shout out Brendan Patrick. Yep. Restart the timer.
So our stream game is about to get underway. We are going to restart the timer here just because we're not already 9 minutes into this game.
We are not. Will we need all 50 minutes?
You never know. We'll see how long Teklo can take this.
Proto base, head, chest, and I believe... Oh, no, that is Adapted Dissolver in the head, chest, and arms. That is 3 legendaries for AB being deployed flat off the back.
Majestic, so Majestic. Expansion slot Majestic, this I think.
Oh, yeah, sorry, I'm thinking of Adaptive Plating.
Legendary, but either way, not Project Blue playable.
Very true. So what's the point?
Oscilio are going to be taking the play here, probably what he'd like to see. Ticking up the tunic. We know what Oscilio is capable of at this point, right? The hero is no longer too much of a dark horse. It's been
no longer an anomaly.
Putting up some good showings, left, right, and centre. See how Finley navigates this matchup with the defensive capabilities of Teklo.
Yeah, notably, Teklo's defensive capabilities are usually from hand on blocks, but the deck does run a number of blues. We're looking at it right now, though. I'm not seeing many blues. I think I'm seeing a strong showing of reds inside of that hand. Is that a Fiddler's Green, or do I just not know my Met cards?
Like some form of block card, doesn't it? Sigil of Lightning. Going to start here. Volzar in response by the looks of it.
Yep.
Possibly pitching a card. Yeah. Pitching away a Mind Warp.
That is a Fiddler's Green, isn't it?
Yeah, looks like it. Could have an interesting Teklo build here. Finley looking like he's doing some hand filtering, likely not going to be using the amp from this Mind Warp.
No need.
Card going to find its way to Arsenal. Last turn here. Happy to see a Sigil 1 turn 0 for Finley here.
Yeah, absolutely. Getting one on the board, especially a Sigil of Lightning, to be able to create that embodiment of Lightning in the following turn will be imperative. Liquid cooldown. This is Liquid Mayhem cooldown. Liquid cooldown. Liquid something. Listen, it comes in for 6. It doesn't do anything because there's no Evos equipped right now. But Liquid Cool Mayhem. Okay, it was. I got it the wrong way around.
You weren't too far off, Carl.
Yeah, it costs 1 less to play based on how many Evos you have equipped. Incredibly powerful card if you are able to get all 4 of your Evos out, because you just go, cool, 0 for 6.
Going to filter some cards here out of the hand. Finley probably spotting that Fiddler's Green hitting the pitch zone and wondering what he's got himself in for.
What is happening? I mean, Finley's already starting on less HP, and Gary looking to, well, go above that 40 mark if Finley can't start poking some damage downrange.
I wonder what the win condition here is for our Teklo player. Usually we tend to see the singularity being worked towards, but I believe if you start putting some Evos on top of these adapted dissolvers, you'll find yourself without Arcane Barrier.
You'll find yourself in an interesting spot, right? I suppose the one thing is you can build it with the Arcane Barrier Evos as well,
True.
but they are recent additions, so there is a chance that Gary, well, doesn't have access to them as of right now. Looks like a War Machine in hand, but we are going to be seeing Finley pitch a Sigil of Aether into an Eclectic Magnetism that already has Go Again, so it could go up to 2 AB here.
Yeah. Or thanks to our Sigil of Lightning played on turn 0. Sorry, Firewall going to be the block.
Ooh, looking for an Evo on top
of
the deck.
Trigger on the stack here. See if Finley decides to respond, or we're just sorting damage dice.
Remember, this is blocking for 4 at red, then... Oh, did he put it in his arsenal? Oh. Oh, that's not where you put block cards. Oh, that's not good. Hopefully Finley's playing CNC. Hopefully Finley's playing CNC.
Wonder how we're going to navigate this Arsenal-less game now.
Yes. I don't believe there's any you destroy your Arsenal, I destroy my Arsenal effects that Teklo has access to.
Comet Storm going to be the play here, not amping. We don't have a Sigil on board, making our Vols are free. But 5 arcane damage coming across. Being able to play it as an instant, thanks to the effect of Eclectic Magnetism.
Yep.
See if that's going to be the turn here for Finley, or if he has another play. Still getting some good damage in here.
Yeah, some nice early damage. A Sigil Conductivity. It's very nice to see that one early, primarily because Gary's not going to be doing any form of arcane damage. That's just going to make the Volzar free for the rest of the game.
Yep, and we've got a
Etchings of Arcana.
Etchings of Arcana, yeah. Almost like I've played the deck. Going to be surged here.
You don't know what the names are. They just go 0 for 3. This have a surge, by the way.
0 for 3 with a surge effect of adding a Sigil back to your hand.
Yep.
Finley going to add the Sigil of Lightning back. Opting not to play it out. Not deciding he needs the embodiment of Lightning. Straight away next turn.
Rob have the amp, right?
Yeah, getting quite a lot of damage over the top this turn. However, that Fiddler's Green keeping Gary's life total a little healthier.
Look, cool Mayhem Blue being pitched away as Teklo is getting activated. Once per turn instant, you may play your next Evo. This turn is if it were an instant. If you do, draw a card, and that is simply a hand filter. Gary does not have a response. And this is probably the problem with Teklo, right? Like, some of these cards just don't really do anything if you don't have, 1, the correct resources, or 2, any attacks. They could just be all Evo equipment.
Yeah, and we've got Glittering Charge to start here for Finley, and we know for a fact that there is an instant in the arsenal. However,
1 from hand instead.
An even better instant, possibly the Electrostatic Charge, going to be the play here.
So, going to be dealing 1 damage here as Evo's still sole controller, the headpiece, only blocking for 3.
Now we are on mission Find a Gon in a Flash. Early on in this game, and another Flittering Charge is going to be coming in for a total of 10 here, thanks to our double charge.
Well, we are up to 4 lightning cards played this turn. There is only 1 additional card available right now, that being the card in Arsenal, the Sigil of Lightning, to be able to get the Flittering Charge go again, but no way to be able to deal any form of arcane damage to Finley here. So those 4 amp effectively wasted, but did manage to chip some damage through.
Yeah, I'm sure Finley's happy to be sat in a position with a Lightning instant in Arsenal, Tunic on 3, and having the opponent just pass back once again. And he's got all the time in the world here to find this Gon in a Flash, by the way.
Might respond here, 1 card in hand, but if there's much that Finley's going to do.
Oscilio not the wizard to play too much in the opponent's turn. Finley going to do some hand filtering with the Oscilio hero ability. That's a once per turn instant, not once per your own turn. So he's going to use it on his opponent's turn.
It doesn't tap the hero. So
just to keep the option, play it on, use that ability on his turn as well, which he's going to opt to do.
Don't need 2 Sigil Lightnings.
Racing through that deck, trying to find these Gon in a Flashes. 24 is not the healthiest life total to be at against an Oscilio.
Far from it. We do have one of those Evo Arcane Barrier chess pieces in the hand now for Gary. It all comes down to whether or not he can play it out. And right now, is there a real benefit in playing it out? Finley.
Some of these Arcane Barrier Evos are instant, aren't they?
I think they all are, which could be decent. But of course, when you've already got AB, AB3 notably as well, is there a huge reason to play them out? I know that most of them have activated effects as well when you play them as an instant speed, but do I know what they are? No, I do not.
Teklo not a hero that we've seen too much of.
Very true.
Blast of Oblivion going to start us off here. Yellow one for 3. Notably, no action point. That blink that Finley discarded last turn may have been quite beneficial. Let's see if he's got another one. Only gesturing to play the Sigil of Lightning that we put in our arsenal a couple of turns ago. But again, no action point here, and I'm sure Finley's not particularly willing to crack these Lightning Greaves.
No, absolutely not. Just having a quick look. We've got Evo Heart Drive, Evo Recall, Evo Short Circuit, and Evo Speed Slip are your 4 Arcane Barrier pieces. Evo Heart Drive being the one that is currently in hand for Gary. Reads Arcane Barrier 1. If you've got a base threat equipped, transform it and turn it into this one. And when it is equipped, the next attack action card you play this turn costs 1 less. So, yeah, really looking to play that on your turn instead of your opponent's right now. We do have the Blast of Oblivion going to be coming in. Electromagnetic Somersault. Evidently not. Going to be bouncing back the Sigil of Conductivity when it leaves, creating an embodiment of lightning and bring it back to hand so he can play it out, making another ping on that Volzar should he need to play it out.
Plenty of moving parts here in the Oscilio deck. Again, we are looking for a way to use the cards in this hand without these action points here, and it looks like potentially a shock effect may be the way to use them.
Are we playing this one out to go
So going to pay for the Volzar prior to playing the Sigil so that he gets to pitch a card away, responding to the activation of the Volzar with another lightning card.
No go again though. This is just going to be the turn.
And no spell. Be seen here.
Good opportunity here for Gary to be able to push some damage through.
Here for our Oscilio player.
Yeah, that is kind of brutal, right? We've got a decent setup for next turn though with the embodiment of lightning.
And a new Sigil.
Ooh, Scrap Trader being played out. Looking for some of those Evo pieces in the grave. Be able to...
quite a funny tweet a little while ago, Carl, comparing this card to Give No Quarter.
Yeah.
And
same card, right?
It's quite an interesting point when you compare the power level of both of these cards.
What's really good is that Scrap Trader has go again. Oh. It blocks 3. Oh.
But you can play your Evos as an instant. Right.
You can. See
how Gary decides to navigate using.
So Evo
need to pay for the
can't pitch a card away for the Teklo activation, but now can pitch to be able to play one of those banished ones. We are going to be getting Evo Steel Soul Controller out. That is the headpiece. I believe this is the int increase one.
Again, not super familiar with the Teklo cards. Don't see a lot of this hero.
No,
to be
absolutely
honest,
not.
Someone had told me would have had Teklo on stream round 1. I would have done my homework last night, Carl.
Evo Steel Soul Memory Controller must be the chess piece. When it transforms from or into an Evo with a different name, your hero gets +1 intellect till end of turn. If it's an Evo hero, transform. Instead, trigger this action twice. Oh, I have to. Honestly, it's still so small. I need to zoom in on that one. Yeah, so this is when you flip into what is his name? What is the big Teklo called? The shadowy boy.
Teklo?
Is it Teklo? Yeah, probably still Teklo. But it triggering twice is you just go up to 5 and it's like, yeah, okay, cheers for that.
A couple of months ago, people may have been about as familiar with Oscilio as they are with
Teklo. Very true. Very true.
One of these two heroes finding their way a little bit more into the meta than the other.
Sigil Brilliance going to be coming on out, along with a Blast to Oblivion. Finley looking to storm off a little bit here with this blast, having go again. Headpiece going to be chucked in, the Soul Memory. Going to be getting -1. Covering the 3, anything that we've got here, well, we do have that Sigil Lightning that's been sitting in the arsenal for a long old time. Triggering to be able to bounce the Sigil Brilliance back to hand, triggering the Sigil Brilliance, drawing a card, and back up to a 3-card hand off the back of this one. Very, very clean Oscilio play mindset.
How can we make use of all of the cards in our hand? However, potentially could have considered to bounce a Sigil of Lightning or Conductivity to get another Embodiment of Lightning should we have more attacks in our hand. Current funnel, however,
don't need it though.
A nice way to extend the hand without needing Embodiments of Lightning.
Yep. You played against Aurora, you'll be all too familiar with this card. The last action card you played was a Lightning card. This game's go again. And guess what? So does the next one.
This card seeming to be a little more powerful in Oscilio than Aurora. An Aurora, a Blue Lightning Block 3. However,
it was a Blue Lightning Block 3, but it kept CLV alive, and that's all it needed to do.
Indeed. In this deck, however, it can give action card. It can give your Wizard non-attack action cards go again.
We are going to be transforming the legs at instant speed here from Teklo. Remember, when you do this and you play one of them at instant speed, you do draw a card, so not completely negative. As this was played at instant speed, you're going to be doing it in the layer as it is declared attacking. And we're just going to block with it as well, because you know what? Get your value. Oh, we've got so much go again on this on this current funnel. It's going to give itself go again, get go again from itself, and give go again to the next thing.
And look, current funnel in this deck functioning in multiple ways, giving not just a 0 for 2, but amping your Volzar as well.
God.
And we have amp 5 on this one.
Into a Mind Warp for 7.
Now only AB2 on the side of our Teklo here. Be shuffling those 2 cards in should we opt not to AB, and if we do opt to AB, we'll be shuffling the last card in and leaving ourselves with nothing here. So look, these Oscilio hands don't only go big off the back of Lightning Greaves. No, they can do stuff like this as well. Blast to Oblivion, Carl, one of my absolute favourite cards.
It's crazy. We toyed with making it work in Aurora like very early on when we were running cards like Sigil of Runeblade and
Sigil of the Arknight.
Sigil of the Arknight. Wait, they're a Runeblade. Yeah, Sigil of the Arknight to be able to draw extra cards on your turn, then play it out again. Even CLV to be able to bring it back and keep it around on a number of turns after you trigger it for the first time. But actually, the deck just said, no, I'm going to do 0 for 4s every single turn and kill you. We didn't need these fancy combat tricks.
Sometimes you just do the most efficient thing, and it's hard to argue with a 3-card 12 or a 4-card 16.
It's value.
So Oscilio here going to be putting a Sigil of Brilliance into the arsenal. Finley potentially going to hold that for a Flash of Brilliance block.
Flash of Brilliance is such an interesting card as well, right? Like, originally you look at this card and it's like, oh, it doesn't seem like it's
for the
good.
Limited format, however.
Yeah, very good for limited format. But then you look at it, you pair it with your Sigil of Brilliance.
No,
go from there. Is that a Fiddler's Grave?
The 1 card drawn off of the Mind Warp, shuffle and redraw.
Oy vey.
Fiddler's Green. However,
we are going to get to swing the leveler. Or 2. That is a 3-cost 2, by the way. Does get reduced due to having 2 pieces of Evo equipment equipped right now. Remember, this increases in power with the amount of Evos that you do have equipped. You actually can't attack with it if you don't have an Evo equipped, by the way. Which is crazy.
Well, yeah, you've got a Singularity in their hand here.
That's early, way too early.
Unfortunately, not what you want to see.
More Evo legs being
going
displayed.
over to Finley's turn here. Finley potentially thinking about Aether Bindings there, sort of hesitated on the Sigil of Lightning crack. Going to make the embodiment. Thinks, I've got more time than this. Sigil of Brilliance being the play. I'm reading potentially another Blast to Oblivion, Carl.
Yeah, you would assume. This one looks like it's going to be coming in as a red for 4. Go again. Very, very strong. Don't need to do anything fancy there. Oh, there goes your 1 of Singularity blocking with it. I think Gary sees the writing on the wall, realising, you know what, this is not the moment for me to be able to transform.
Channel Lightning Valley going to be played here, having to be used for an
instant effect.
For the Blast Oblivion effect. Not getting any damage over. However, Channel Lightning Valley is going to be on Gary's mind for the rest of the turn.
Oh, absolutely.
Oscilio often struggling to pitch a lightning card while having sigils on the board.
Very true.
Deck plays kind of Cheerios-esque, except when you're playing without a sigil on board and you get to pitch to your Volzar.
We did cast a game recently where they're on, well, I suppose it was against Prism, but they're on the CNCs on a couple of those cards, which you do need to actively pay for. You've got a number of blues in this deck as well that can make it work. We're up to 4 counters on our Volzar right now.
Sign to Cosmos.
I forgot the consign. So I knew it was Cosmos something.
Amping and then likely responding with our Volzar here. However, like we said, not pitching a card this turn.
Might just be the ping for 1. There's another meld card in Finley's hand right now, so isn't he going to be pitching away that red Evo equipment? The AB1.
Being used as a 1 AB, 1 arcane damage. Going to be closing the combat chain here. Wonder how we're going to opt to use this
major shock.
Oh, Comet Storm shot.
Oh, and the other Cosmos as well.
So going to be keeping this Channel Lightning Valley alive and guaranteed drawing off this Channel Lightning Valley because this Comet Storm is coming in for 10 Arcane.
10 Arcane. Gary says, cool. Can't do anything about that. I'll take 10 down to 5. The draw from the CLV, the Lightning card on bottom of the deck as well with the meld.
And a gone in a flashless game here, Carl.
Who needs it?
At this point, yep. As we said before the game started, tends to be a relatively Oscilio favoured match, but some things just looking like they've not gone the way of our Teklo player here.
Here comes your first War Machine for 6. Only the second actual attack action card that Gary's been able to chuck onto the combat chain. If you control 2 or more Evo pieces of equipment, this costs 3 less to play. It's just going to be pitching away a blue to pay for this 6 for 6.
It's going to destroy the card in Finney's arsenal.
It is.
Had these sorts of effects played against Oscilio a lot. Command and Conquer, relatively good against Oscilio when the Gone in a Flash has found its way into the arsenal. However, an absolute nightmare when Oscilio finds an 6 threatening some disruption. Can't ask for too much more at this point in the game for Gary. Could ask for about 20 more life, but
I would ask for that, yeah. If only some of those Fiddler's Greens were able to be blocked with. Instead, they would just be sitting on the combat chains.
I think we've just seen a Gone in the Flash in the hand of the Shepherd here.
So Finley's got 1 Sigil going to be leaving play at the start of turn, so could opt to activate that.
Has the opportunity to block with this Flash of
Flash Brilliance to bring it back anyway.
This Sigil of
So yeah, we could very well be seeing an 8th Binding of the Third Age trigger here, depending on how many bounce back cards that he has available. But as of right now, Finley's still just pontificating on the blocks. What's he got in his hand? Does he care about the 6? Well, he kind of needs to care about it if there's a card in his arsenal he needs.
Oscilio just looking to find a way to amp a spell big enough to get through this AB2. Shouldn't be. Doesn't tend to be too difficult.
No, up to 7 to do it.
Finley making this Oscilio deck look relatively easy to play. However, I can confirm
I'm
playing it myself.
Yeah, it's hard.
Takes about 100 games before starting to feel like you have any clue of what you're doing.
Okay, so we're actually going to be discarding.
Blocking with a Gone in a Flash. Discarding a Gone in a Flash. Have we clumped Gone in a Flash's card?
I think the other Gone in a Flash would probably be in the arsenal then if you're defending the arsenal that hard.
But we are opting to bounce the Sigil of Conductivity here, Carl.
Instead of the Brilliance.
Not the Brilliance. So, Embodiment of Lightning made. Interesting choice considering that this game could be over relatively soon and we haven't used our Lightning Greaves, right?
Very, very true. Sigil of Brilliance going to be leaving the arena. No trigger on the 8th Binding of the Third Age. Just drawing the card. Looks like a flittering charge.
I have all the time in the world. I don't need to go off right now. And maybe this hand gets it through regardless.
Absolutely. Sigil of Conductivity going to be played again. Ticking up that Volzar to 1 with the first Lightning card played. And we're certainly going to be playing this flittering charge that was just drawn up. Instead, the Blast of Oblivion from
this has been
Arsenal.
An absolute showing of how good Blast of Oblivion is in this deck. It's, you know, you speak about one of the prolific Oscilio players, Yuto, on YouTube.
Yep.
Absolute legend in the game. Been known to sing Blast of Oblivion's praises. Some games, this card feels even more powerful.
Drawing a card off the CLV, blocking 3 on the block card.
Going to be waiting for the damage step to resolve the Blast of Oblivion trigger here.
Absolutely.
Triggering the Channel Lightning Valley, getting all the information possible.
Got to see what you draw. No reasons to do it earlier.
We have one of the best possible cards we can see here. Going to be bouncing that Sigil of Conductivity, making a new embodiment and getting our Blast of Oblivion back. So that's a guaranteed extra 0 for this turn. And look, it amps our Volzar as well.
Yep. It's just that easy.
It's exactly what Oscilio wants to be doing here.
I think Finley's not going to be moving those 4 go again dice off the board because, well, they're going to be swinging on back very, very soon. But up first, though, we've got a Fry.
Which is going to be using this Embodiment of Lightning here. I wonder if that's something of a slight missequence here from Finley.
Potentially. It depends on when the window Finley needs to bounce things back is. Looks like we are going to be coming with a flittering charge.
Embodiment of Lightning no longer in play. Going to be amping 5 here already. Another Sigil of Conductivity. The same one we've seen again. Giving the flittering charge go again.
Taking 1.
Blast. Closing this combat chain off for 4.
Does not have go again. Does just come in for 4, but notably there is no
the
block in the hand. It was one of the.
Flash was in Finley's hand as well, so drew all of those relatively close together, but didn't need them.
No need for it here. It was just a storming off of some arcane damage, flickering here and there without the crazy combo, and then chipping away with the 4s and 4s and 4s. And honestly, as you said, Callum, the standout card being that Blast to Oblivion.
It's an unfortunate story to put that block card in Arsenal so early on in the game.
Oh, yeah.
Not get to use the Arsenal game.
It doesn't have
Teklo,
ambush, unfortunately.
But look, Teklo on the back foot from early on, and in not a particularly favourable matchup anyway. So
not
probably
overly.
the expected result from our players here, but well played by both. Anyway.
Yeah, absolutely. I would have liked to seen a little more Teklo. But what can you do? Sometimes you go up against a wizard, and you have to deviate from your original game plan. Thank God those adaptive dissolvers are base and doesn't completely stunt what you need to be doing, because originally they didn't have those available to them, right? They had to be on these random pieces of Arcane Barrier, your Visiatronic level eyes, and your Achilles accelerators in the legs, just to be able to get up to that AB3 to be able to utilise those blues. But now they have some options available to them. Unfortunately, it is 3 Majestics with AB1 though. So what can you do? Sometimes that's the way the cookie crumbles, that's the way they print the cards.
Speaking of Rodex, like Teklo, I hear we have a Betsy in the room today at this Super Armory, so should Betsy win their round 1, we may see Betsy on stream next game. Let's see how it goes.
We're really displaying the brevity of Seabass and the Canterbury spirit and basically what they like playing, and some of it is rogue-ass decks.
We've spoken at length in the past about how the Dice and Destiny, our local game stores, meta does not reflect the meta as a whole. Running joke from myself has been, guys, it's okay to play good decks, but it's also okay to have a load of fun playing Flesh and Blood, and playing decks like Betsy and Teklo really embody that spirit.
Yep, absolutely. Well, guys, that is going to be our first game over and done with. We're going to be chucking into a short break, and when we are back, hopefully with round number 2 in the next couple of minutes. Notably, we do have a little bit of time left because that game was pretty quick. So for the time being, go chill, leave the stream on the background. We've got some dulcet tunes in your ears. Grab yourself a drink, grab yourself a snack. We'll see you soon in about 5-10 minutes. Peace.
And we are back at the Canterbury Gaming Convention. I have got a special guest with me today. I've got one of the other Cup of TCG members,
Hello.
Noah Greenwood. He's joining me, Callum, on the casting desk for our next round. Noah, you were on stream yesterday playing some Fang.
A little bit.
Taking an event off to come and enjoy the stream with me. We have got a very interesting game for you next. We just watched Teklo on stream. Thought, why not get another rogue deck? We have got Betsy.
I'd argue maybe a little bit more rogue as well.
A little bit more rogue, you think?
Wow.
Even after a Guardian Mastery set with some support.
Unfortunately, I don't think Finn's got any of the new cards in there. I don't think he's got access to them quite yet. But
so yeah, brand new set just released, so we haven't opened too much. But you never know. It's Betsy against Ira. Not a matchup I'm familiar with as an Ira player myself, but Ninjas into Guardians tends to be
usually quite good.
Slightly Guardian favoured, but we'll see how the guys get going. I think they are shuffling up. We'll send it over to the gameplay and we'll see how we're getting ready to go. You've got equipment face up on the table. You've got the Good Time at Chapeau, the classic Betsy hat. And Ira's on Iris.
Yeah.
Not Mask of Momentum this time. Edge of Autumn list for Ira.
I think it's interesting, like the matchup might change significantly with the lack of Kodachi.
Yeah,
Kodachi
100%.
pressuring the life total.
So you think Edge of Autumn slightly worse into Betsy?
I don't know. It depends on how it plays out with the attack reaction, like the arms and.
Yeah, for sure. So Carl, been on the desk all weekend. We thought we'd give him a break. He's going to sit alongside the players here, helping them with dice and the like. Betsy on Sledge of Anvilheim for this matchup. Classic Bittering Thorns on Chainlink 2 for Ira here. Just sending it. Just shipping Betsy the bill. Turn 0.
It's interesting that Finn's not decided to go with another hammer. You know, like one that he can just pitch. Trying to keep 2 cards into swing might be a bit harder in the later stages of the game.
Yeah, for sure. Maybe going for those efficient Tunic 3 sledge turns. In a shelter drawn up here for Betsy. You're going to be pretty good into the new Ira arms.
Yeah. Got a bit of debility as well.
Very nice. Not too much armor block on the side of Ira. Tends to be the way with the ninjas. We've got Breeze Rider boots as a one battle one equipment piece, and probably not wanting to block with the other equipment super early on. Hey, Gauntlets of Iron will potentially putting some work in on these attack reactions. But
I think it does a lot of work in this matchup.
yeah, and here we have the Betsy spec. Drink 'em under the table. See if we've got a wager on this one.
Doesn't look like he did on this.
Going to be taking 2 here.
Just Arsenal and passing. Interesting he didn't wager it.
Yeah, maybe thinks we'll get some blocks out of Ira either way.
Oh, he has a D-react actually. He hasn't got the cards and can't afford to actually do it, I don't think.
Okay. Tunic on both sides here. Pretty good in Ira with the Kodachis. You get to go Kodachi into a 2-cost. However, on the Edge of Autumn build, we'll see how it plays out. Seek Vengeance, one of our new Ira cards, going to be coming in on Chainlink 2 for 5 go again. Pretty nice.
That's the strength.
A Clash of Vigor, I believe.
Yeah, Clash of Vigor, yeah.
And it's a tie. 2 non-attack actions. That is a Prismatic Leyline on the top for our Ira player there.
Fortunately, not playing Victor, can't.
Yeah. Enact Vengeance, an absolutely fantastic 3-card hand here for Ira. Going to be threatening the arsenal of our Betsy player. Plenty of equipment to play with, and can just put all the cards in front of it should we choose. However, you know what that Arsenal card is, don't we?
We do. Easy.
Shelter from the Storm from Arsenal. We're going to flick the Edge of Autumn and re-equip thanks to our Okano Scar Wraps.
Just get that free value when you can.
Yeah, we'll have a look at fixing some of the lighting after this game. Sledge coming in for 6.
No pummel to follow up on this one, but
yeah, not on this one. See how Charlie opts to prepare this Prismatic Leyline for a big turn. Wonder when we'll get our first Iris activation of the game. Posturing 2 cards to the block here. We know Charlie's slightly more of a slower, methodical gamer rather than a full aggro player.
Charlie loves to block.
Charlie loves to block, which makes the choice to play Ira
a bit more interesting for him,
especially on the Edge of Autumn type of list. Float the Tunic here. Play a sensor.
What would you name?
Against Betsy?
Yeah.
Against Betsy? Pummel, perhaps?
Yeah, Pummel's a good shout.
Money Where Your Mouth Is, maybe?
Yeah.
If they're still playing Money Where Your Mouth Is.
Maybe you're worried about
Although you do
Crush.
know what the top card was from the Clash, right?
That is
so
true.
Finley's going to
Could just name that.
block with that. Sink Below on top of the deck for Charlie here. Can't be too upset to see that. Perennial Crush on the top for our Betsy player.
Maybe the Vigor will help him swing with the Sledge next time.
Yeah. Tunic coming up to 3 as well. Just being kind and letting Charlie know exactly what's on top of the deck for longer than needed.
No information he wants to hide.
Oh, but look at that. 2-card Spinal thanks to the Clash of Vigor and the Tunic counter there. So can't turn your nose up at that.
Pretty good value.
You know Charlie has the Okano Scar Wraps going in already.
Maybe it's just a hand that doesn't have a good 1-card play that you can play like Sensor or something like that.
Yeah. Just saying, you know what, for the rest of the game, don't need the attack reaction.
Don't worry about it.
I think I've spotted
I can see why.
A staple Charlie card in the hand. That is a Heart of Fyendal in the hand of our Ira player here.
Choosing not to sink it either.
A card that doesn't tend to synergize too well with Kodachis, but works completely fine in an Edge of Autumn list.
Sadly, won't be getting the value from it, extra value from it, if he pitches it this turn.
Maybe later on in the game.
Looks like it might go to second cycle.
We are going the distance here. No trigger on the Heart of Fyendal.
So it's just a swing for 1.
Absolutely love seeing Heart make its way into decks. It's been a while since the Icelander menace of the past was playing it all the time.
There's lots of mentions of Icelander this weekend from some people.
Yeah, we've got Iris activation here. Going to go find a Whirling Mist Blossom. Betsy, probably a deck that's kind of happy to block this one out, don't you think?
I think he could be happy to overblock it if he's worried about any attack reactions.
Going to put a Thunk in front of that.
Now Charlie has the Ancestral.
Oh, Ancestral Empowerment. Do we have the defense reaction here, or is...
Oh.
No reaction, so we're going to get a Whirling Mist Blossom over the top.
Cards.
Drawing 3 cards thanks to this Ancestral Empowerment.
Bit of a blowout. Now Charlie could brick on this. He could draw stuff that doesn't allow him to make
a load of blues, maybe.
Yeah, loads of blues. Attacks that don't let him go wide.
It is the Ira way. We've got a Sensor in hand.
That's a good
Torrent of Tempo. See if Charlie is tempted to play this Torrent of Tempo seeing if Finley is not going to give him the go again. Breeze Rider Boot's going to be committed here.
Just making sure that he gets...
Not getting the block value on it first, though.
No. Sometimes it'd be like that.
Go again with the Seek Vengeance. This turn is going much wider than we expected.
Question is, if Finn just block it out, let him have the big turn, keep his life total high.
Yeah, but Charlie's chipping away with this Edge of Autumn, right? Torrent of Tempo. Coming in for 5, not opting for the sensor here. Finn's going to do exactly as he said. Okay, you have it. Breeze Rider Boots down. Carno Scar Apps down.
Yeah, and Charlie unfortunately rotting one card in hand, just not able to make use of all of the cards in his hand.
It tends to be the way it goes with Whirling Mist Blossom.
Especially, well, unfortunately it doesn't seem like it's a deck that can make use of drawing 3 cards on a turn.
But full tempo here for Charlie, and we're going to use this Prismatic Leyline that we saw earlier. Autumn for 1.
Get used to saying that.
Yep. Yeah, I played an Ira deck at Nationals with Kodachis, and a lot more sort of zero-cost go-again cards like your cut-throughs and your pain in the backsides. Tended to use the draws off of Whirling Mist Blossom a little easier in that deck.
Yep.
Also playing Mask of Momentum, but we'll see how Charlie's deck is set up to make use of Whirling Mist Blossom.
Finley opting to discard Shelter the Storm instead of actually using it as a react.
Yeah.
Covering that.
Helping with the
breakpoints.
Helping with the Whirling Mist Blossom as well, right? Because if the Edge of Autumn hasn't hit, the Whirling Mist Blossom won't have its on-hit trigger. Going to cover for 6 here on the Vengeance Never Rests, buffed up by our Prismatic Leyline. And, this is going to get this over the top here. Drawing a card with our Legacy of Akaru and letting us play Vengeance Never Rests again this turn. If we are going to opt to play it again. We'll have a Sensor in hand, I believe, which would come in for 6, buffed up by Prismatic Leyline. And we're going to use Iris. Discarding a Sirens of Safe Harbor. Heal trigger. Very nice.
Just pure value.
And we're going to shuffle that Heartfinder back around
Straight
the deck.
back around. An interesting inclusion. If you're playing a bit more of an aggressive deck, you're not really going to get as much value from it than you otherwise would. Maybe one of Charlie's just favourite cards. Can't build a deck without it.
And Prismatic Leyline getting full value here on this Whirling Mist Blossom. Going to be buffing it up by 2, and the Chapeau is in. Overblocking by 1. He learnt his lesson from the Ancestral Empowerment last turn. Going to play Vengeance Never Rests again.
Has Finn got 1 card in hand, maybe?
Finn with receiving the absolute beatdown here. I think we might have missed a Shelter Prevention at last chain link. Ticking back up to 28, hopefully. Won't. Yeah, perfect, there you go. Perfect. Nicely caught there by our players. Raw Carl is paying full attention at the table as well.
Finn is kind of stuck in this cycle of just full blocking with his hand loop, every turn.
But we will run out of Whirling Mist Blossoms at some point.
At some point. And also run out of the Hex would go again. Kodachi, the Edge of Autumn will get value every turn, but Charlie is running out of those, could run out of those cards that allow him to go wide.
Yellow Bittering Thorns. Going for 4, buffed up by our Ira hero ability.
I think a Sync might be coming its way.
Very clean Sync below from our lovely PT London over here in Old Blighty. Tunic floated for a beautiful Sirens of Safe Harbor. I'm a big fan of this card, Noah.
Big fan.
3 block. And a Slap Happy, I believe. You know what that Slap Happy is going to combo very nicely with?
The Hammer.
The Hammer. Who needs a Tunic counter? Got a Vigor. Couple of value-orientated players here. Safe scene in the hand for Charlie Wallace. Other Sirens. Wonder how many Sirens we've got in this deck.
I'd say
we're going the full 9, or do you think we're at 6?
Surely just 6.
Just 6, he says.
Just 6. That's 6 extra life you get randomly throughout the game.
Yeah. part of my Burdens fatigue plan at Nationals was a few extra life off sirens, a few Sigil of Solaces.
Also hit card in. BB.
Yeah.
Another sensor coming in.
Pitching a red away for this one. Fortunately not being played off the tunic. Our locals in the chat saying he wishes every dice game was like this. And I'll be honest, most of them are.
Yeah.
Good old classic Fab. Ninja versus Guardian. Two of the first classes introduced into the game back in PR. Set featured prominently on stream over the weekend at the Calling Auckland.
Ara's been pushing up our meta numbers more and more every week that goes by.
Yeah. Really making a name for herself in this format, eh?
Who would have seen it coming?
Who'd have thought?
Who'd have thought?
Who'd have thought?
Betsy, unfortunately, not making any numbers, but maybe going forward, she might pick up a few cards.
Guardian
I don't
Mastery
know.
Set. Guardian Mastery Set.
I don't know if any of the new cards are Betsy playable, but
A lot of whisperings of a Betsy log,
Wow.
Betsy weapon that we wish we'd found. Wonder what the named card here was for the sensor connecting. Been 17 life down against the slogfest that is this Ira deck. Going for a
is he
big...
pitching 3 reds to swing hammer?
Oh dear. That is not what you want to see. Betsy deck not singing at this point.
Looking with this Ancestral indicates he might not have a Ninja attack in hand.
Yeah. The Siren's going to function as an effective 3-block here. Down life, upper life. Charlie being at 38 to the 21 of Finn Price. That Heart of Fyendel probably not going to get too much value this game.
Did that Chief for what?
That is a blue pummel hitting the pitch zone.
Pummel.
That is a Charlie Wallace-ism if I've ever seen one.
Staple.
Lovely 2-card play here. The Act Vengeance for 7 going to be threatening the Arsenal. I don't believe this has go again. Yes, I've misread the card. There we go. Picked up by our players at the table.
I love Guardian Mirrors.
It does feel a little Guardian Mirror-esque, doesn't it?
That's the exact combo that the Armory deck was built around.
100%. Powerful combo. Gonna buy the armor here. The Arsenal Destruction. Wonder what the Arsenal card is for our Betsy.
I'm going to say the Betsy hero. The underdog.
Yeah?
Cheering on Betsy.
Yeah?
It's Spinal. I think that's worth an armor block.
Yeah, I reckon so. Draw some cards out. I wonder if that indicates that the final Whirling Mist Blossom has been drawn, or Charlie's happy to wait for it to be drawn rather than go and searching it.
Taking 2 from the Spinal.
Equipment down. So maybe Finn has the opportunity to get a little aggressive here with some wagers.
It is increasingly getting harder and harder for Charlie to efficiently block out those on hits.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, Betsy potentially a reformed gambler here. Not many bets placed this game.
Not one.
Not one. Slap Happy in the hand and a Clash of Vigor. So a lot of free resources coming up for our Betsy player.
Oh, is this the same turn as last turn?
Yep, no Arsenal in the
No
hand.
Arsenal this time.
But for Betsy. What do you think about Civic Steps in this matchup? Kind of a scary proposition to give Ira a quicken token, isn't it?
Yeah, depending on the context of Ira's hands, it could be good if you just give it give the block if it was already going wide.
Yeah.
Arguably, he could have done it on the turn where he drew 3 cards, but that's extremely risky.
Yeah, true.
Because he
Would have been able to give the sense a go again.
Yeah. So I don't really think he has many other good options.
Yeah. But Guardians potentially struggling for a boot slot, but we got Base of the Mountain now. Not necessarily the best against Ira, but it's another option.
There might be something coming up in the next set.
So covering 4 here, winning a clash with the boulder drop on top for our lovely gold token on the test of strength. Covering for 5, and a Slap Happy. And create a bigger token. Actually getting a little money in the bank here.
Nothing is seemingly seems to be starting digging out of the hole that maybe he got himself into to be able to swing the hammer here if he has a blue
and
an Arsenal card.
The start of this game very aggressive with the Prismatic Leyline and the Whirling Mist Blossoms from Charlie, but things starting to slow down a little bit.
I think Charlie drawing 3 D-reacts in that hand, sinking one.
I was going to say potentially finding another.
Oh,
Heart of Finder has found its way back round.
The old Heart of Finder 3 D-react hand.
An Ira classic.
Yeah.
I think we just found the last Enact Vengeance off the top of the deck there, so you can't be upset about that. Interesting to see Charlie not opting to just play out the other D-react even for 2 defensive value, but it looks like it's going to find its way into the arsenal.
Prismatic Leyline. Just to get it out of the arsenal, maybe?
Possibly not seeing a reason to hold it there for too long. One go again on our Autumn's Edge. Good to see this card finding its way into Classic Constructed after being restricted to the Ira Welcome deck for a long time.
Prismatic Leyline been very interesting new pickup for it. Like it's a new resurgence compared to what it used to have. Like you've got Gravy, you've got Riptide, even Ira seems to be playing 100%. It nowadays.
A card that, when revealed, people looked at with a bit of curiosity and thought, "There's got to be a way to break this card. It's potentially incredibly powerful, similar to Dual Threat in the Kodachi builds." But deck's finally finding a way to make use of it.
I remember people talking about maybe Chain, using it in Chain back in the day. I don't know. I can't remember if he was out at the same time, but
maybe in our Living Legend format.
Yeah, maybe in my dreams.
I think Chain has probably got enough powerful cards.
Yeah,
to
maybe.
Enact Vengeance going to connect here. Maybe Finn not particularly bothered about the Arsenal card. Had the equipment to give to it, but said, you know what, you can have this one. Tunic Sledge going to come in. We're going to end the turn on more life than we started on for our Ira player here. Flying Kick in the hand for Ira. I wonder if it's blue or whether we're playing for some big finishes.
Be interested to see how many cards are in deck for either player. I reckon Finn will be up a decent amount at this point. Maybe he's playing for the hard fatigue.
Has been blocking a lot, but definitely a good, definitely the better weapon in the end game.
Oh yeah, 100%.
That's for sure.
That's why I said it was so surprising that he didn't bring in another hammer, because holding 2 cards in the late game is hard against decks with Kodachis.
Bittering Thorns on Chainlink 2, yellow. Always finding the D-react out of the hand from the opponent. We have the blue Flying Kick on Chainlink 3 coming in for 5. Looking like we're going to be taking 2 here. And a 13. Still a big mountain to climb in Bill Wart.
I think there's quite a few of his D-reacts out of deck now for Finn Price as well.
We found the 3rd Prismatic Leyline in the hand. Going to be an Ursula Empowerment setup. See what Finn can do with this. Probably not what you want to see as you try and set up a big attack. I'm going to hold some cards. Prismatic Leyline. Bittering Thorns for 5 on Chainlink 1.
That is certainly not the card you want to see coming across on the Prismatic Leyline.
This could not a bad time to put Civic Steps in.
Yeah, I was going to say an old 3 block and Civic Steps. Charlie likely to have another go again attack if he's trying to get use out of the Leyline.
Yep. Love to see a bet big or drink him under the table or something come across here.
Some big overpower attack.
Yeah.
Been thinking it over.
Blues in the hand by the looks of it.
Didn't catch what the Arsenal was last turn.
I think Charlie is looking at a Sirens of Safe Harbour in the hand. So if it's blue, going to get the +3 from the Prismatic Leyline. Thunderquake blue being pressured up for the block. Discussing the win conditions for both heroes here, and going to be a struggle for either hero to push over blocks. So potentially a fatigue game state being headed towards. Sirens of Safe Harbour going to come in here for 7, 8 with go again, thanks to our Ira hero ability. That's 2 for 8 gain of life. Can't turn your nose up at that, can you? Not sure Finn doesn't want to put all of his cards in front of this, thanks to the Earthware Empowerment that
Sinks
he made
it, takes
last
4.
turn.
Go down to 9.
Probably going back up to 36.
not sure Finn will be able to, even with like the attempt to fatigue, might not be able to.
It's only got 9 turns of saying no blocks.
Yeah, you've got a lot of hammers to go through.
Going to use our great good time chapeau, I think, here. Crush the week. Wagering Betsy. 10 overpower, I believe. Pretty good card against Ira here. A lot of Ira's go again attacks are 3s buffed up. You're well in Mist Blossom, Yellow Bittering Thorns. Gonna get
blocking with a pummel is never where you want to be, but
Ira has a fair amount of the reactions in the deck. Could this be the turning point in finding some space in this game, drawing 3 cards, getting the hit trigger, winning the wager? Very nice.
Yeah, it was 13.
13.
Finn finally gets in some room, maybe.
Test of strength draw, not what you want to see when your opponent's just passing back, but potentially sandbagging that one. Hopefully don't see that one going into the arsenal like we saw the fireball on in game 1.
That was unfortunate.
That was unfortunate. Time for the Betsy beatdown. Hopefully for the remainder of the game. Drink one at the table in hand.
We can see if he can make use of his full tempo he's got here.
If we'll be wagering this one. Yep, going to pitch into the Betsy hero ability, I believe.
13 overpower.
That is an ancestral empowerment in the hand of Charlie Wallace. So 10 overpower. Fantastic hit trigger here. Looks like Charlie's saying no blocks. You're going to be discarding a card. 21 sees 9. The life total being closed in a little bit here. I'm sure Finn would love to rip a defense reaction or something of the like off the top. That was an imposing visage. I'm and ahhing
about that one.
Whether he wants to put that one in his arsenal.
Charlie discarding a CNC as well, so it would be safe if you, well, relatively safe if you put it there.
Yeah, yeah. I think we are through the enact vengeances.
I think so at this point. Let's see. Using
another Command and Conquer in the hand of Charlie Wallace, so maybe a bit of redundancy in the arsenal destruction effects.
Been noticeably not arsenaling as well, so
yeah,
he's actually insulated against this.
There is the final Whirling Mist Blossom. Let's see if Finn respects the ancestral empowerment.
Would have loved to have the block card he had previously.
Block
for this exact reason.
Slap Happy is going to save him this time, preventing one and creating a Vigor token. Ancestral empowerment draws us into a nip at the heels. Unfortunately, still not going to get over the top, thanks to the prevent 2 of the Slap Happy.
Unique CNC.
Classic. A bet big in the hand here for Finn.
Fortunately, the life barrier did just allow Charlie to no blocks and keep cards in hand. The life difference is just too much at this stage.
Tough spot, Betsy here. Ira probably one of the better Guardians positioned to... better Guardians.
Better Guardians.
In a way.
You're right about that.
One of the better ninjas into Guardian by the looks of it from this game. Vigor being cracked and Sledge hitting the red zone. Finding the 6 on the dice. We have only a few more turns of Edge of Autumn's Sprung at Face before Finn is what colloquially we've called Kadachi Lock.
Yep. Not got much time left, unfortunately.
And no blocks from Charlie Wallace. Going to convert the whole hand here by the looks of it.
Kadachi for 1. Keep saying Kadachi, but I mean Edge of Autumn for 1.
Functionally the same at this point. Fortunately, not 2 of them.
Guardian's noticeably one of the worst decks at blocking out Kodachis.
Yeah.
Blocking for 3 always feels bad.
Although we know there's one more shelter, I believe, in the deck. Bettering Thorns. Yellow one. Going to find a test of strength here. Natural ground are going to be hard to beat for Ira. We like to see, unfortunately, not Victor, so not drawing that card. Test of strength. Betsy making her own use of gold. We're pumping this Bettering Thorns up to 5 thanks to the legacy of Baru, I believe. Finn has a sink below in hand, umming and ahhing whether to commit it here. It's going to say getting effective 2 value, so we'll use it here, potentially sink a card.
Could maybe fix his hand so we can swing with the hammer next turn.
Going to get the pass. Get the pass from Ira here.
Charlie's got a D-React in hand, so he might have another D-React in Arsenal.
Possibly.
Not breaking the chapeau.
Going to be bringing Sledge in. Opting not to use the Tunic here. Not worried about keeping a card. 7 overpower.
Charlie likely to have this.
Have the cover for this, right?
Yeah.
Maybe just committing the sink below, wanting to keep the rest of the cards, taking 3.
Yeah.
Betsy
Making use
winning
of
the
his life
wager.
total.
Yeah. Life total gap has been closed significantly, but it's a sign that Charlie is willing to close the game out at this point.
So notably, Finn can just block with 3 cards if he
And
can
that deck
survive.
is looking mighty Finn for Finn. Finn for Finn price. They've got a few turns to play with not blocking this Edge of Autumn. Or the red Seek Vengeance here. Nearly everything is going to be threatening lethal at this point in the game. Five on the sensor. Unlikely to connect, but been too tempted by this Tunic Sledge play here. Oh, sorry, a Vigor Sledge play.
Vigor Sledge.
Yes. And a 1. No. Going to
full
fully block it.
Keep the Tunic around.
Quicken token for Charlie Wallace. Potentially starting next turn with a 2 for 6.
Swing with a Siren's Call maybe. The old pummel
Now,
coming in
Blue Pummel, Hot Finder,
for the 3rd time.
and a defense reaction in hand, and a nip at the hill. So
The hills.
no attacks
No
in the
attacks.
hand for Ira.
Can't pummel Edge of Autumn either.
No, no. See what's left in the arsenal. Wait for seeing going to come in. Have 3 damage coming across from the sled. Down to 9. Got the ability to keep a 1-card sledge play again next turn. Should Finn find the way to do this a few more times, might start drawing some blocks from our Ira player here. TGC exclusive Quicken token, yep. Nice and gold.
1 day only.
1 day only. Get them while you can.
Charlie taking a look at. Finn's
Maybe
great.
a D-react count,
Yeah,
possibly,
maybe.
if we've got a pummel in hand. Heart of Fireandel. An effective 0 block Titanium Bauble this game.
Unfortunately, 0 value throughout the entire game. Drawn it 3 times.
Just going to pass back here.
Can't make use of his hand.
Finn getting away with murder here. That looks like a Spinal Crush that we can actually... We're just going to opt to send the sledge. Bet big. Wonder if we're going to be wagering this one. I think I'd wager this one just to try and draw as many cards from hand as possible. Blue Pummel going to be committed to the blocks.
He can't afford it. He needs to pay an extra 2. Unfortunately. Finn's managed to recoup that life. Massive life difference.
Ira seems to have just run out of gas here a little bit at the end of the game, right?
All just attack reactions and E-reacts at the end.
Now, notably, you can nip at the hills, Edge of Autumn. So Finn is very close to nip up to 2. Double nip at the hills,
yeah.
and that's going to be the game. That was
game.
Not the closer that I was expecting, but look, it's a reason that this card has been found in a lot of Ira decks at the moment.
See, Charlie only had 5 cards left in deck.
Wow. Came down to the wire there, but Vinn not respecting the attack reactions.
I didn't see a single one throughout the game.
That was not the way I was expecting that game to end, no. But look, good game from both of our players there. Went the distance, but we closed it out in the end. I was expecting the decks to get pretty thin there, and they did. We're going to throw to a short break, and we'll be back for round 3. I think we're going to get Noah sat next to Carl for the next game. He's going to kick me off the stream for a game. So we'll be back shortly after a short break.
ladies and gents, boys and girls, and welcome back to Cup of TCG. I'm joined by, honestly, I don't know who you are. You haven't been on the channel for a while. Who are you, Noah?
I've just been hiding out.
You've been hiding out. Well, I heard that Dash.io won an event recently.
It did. Very recently.
So we might be hitting up your mech skills.
A little bit of expertise. Years worth of.
Get
that closer.
There we go.
Okay.
Do not. That's
crazy.
Crazy things that we're seeing. Guys, welcome back. We are in round number 3 of our classic constructed Super Armory here at the Canterbury Gaming Convention. And we've got an interesting one for you. A deck which has seen prevalence across the last few months, especially throughout that Nats season. But it's kind of fallen off a little bit. It's sitting up there, but is it going to be able to beat out a Vynnset? It's Slippy versus Vynnset in this game. We got Lucian Whitman versus Joshua Austin. And yeah, this is going to be a really interesting one.
Yeah.
Don't know what to expect from this. Slippy doesn't really like to pitch away any of those blues, namely because there's not many bloody blues in the deck.
No. Alternatively, just banishing stuff off the top randomly could benefit or hinder Vynnset as well. That's another form of RNG within the game.
I like that you said there. Banish from the top. Could be good or bad.
Yeah. They can either make use of it or they can't.
Yeah, true.
You know what I mean?
True. Well, we did see yesterday, I believe it was, I don't know if it was Josh. No, it was actually Lucian when he was playing Chain. When he banished of Soul Shackles, banishing 2 reduced to Rune Bloods. And of course, it being a Blitz format in Project Blue, skill diff, they're gone now.
Yeah, can't use them.
Absolutely. We are going to be seeing a Deathly Whale Yellow discarded, well not discarded, put to the banish zone off of Josh's first trigger activation here from Vynnset. Card is chucked down straight into the arsenal. It's going to be passing and eating 1 of that damage.
Just setting up for the next turn.
Talk to you about the equipment here, Noah. What we got over on Lucian's side?
Crown of Providence, Fendal Spring Tunic, Flick Knives, and is that the AB Spell Void?
It is the AB Spell Void. Do you know what it's called?
I do not know.
Me
off the top of my head. I'm going to say it's not Tarsus or something like that in the name.
Tarsus?
I don't know. I can't remember.
What
one
are
of the
you
AB
yapping
ones.
about? We are going to be seeing a CNC bog standard play here for Lucian. Just going to be threatening that arsenal that Joshua honestly seemed to want to hold on to, right? Like just taking some damage, not sending anything down range, not allowing that Slippy to filter, and just saying, I am just going to sit on this card, which you've got to think is pretty decent. Can't be a defense reaction against this CNC though, so got to be cautious about how he blocks out this one.
Vynnset noticeably can usually block quite well.
Oh, absolutely. Almost all of their cards block 3.
Using armor though on the first turn indicates not many attacks or 3 blocks.
Oh well, exactly that, right? We're seeing a couple of 2 blocks sent away with the Dyadic Carapace. I believe one of them being Malefic, an incredibly important card for Vynnset to get out early. So he's not going to be best pleased that he has to get rid of that one. Widespread Ruin.
Yeah.
Being put away, and then a Beseech played on out to be able to give its next attack. Coming in from the banish, +3.
Swinging in for 9.
9 damage.
That's a really good 1-card play.
You know what?
2-card play.
I'd take that. How many cards has he pitched?
None.
Zoom in on the top. There, that's 0. That is 0. We talked about Lucian's equipment. While Lucian is thinking about blocks on this one, let's have a quick talk about Josh's. We know that he's already blocked with its Widow Web Crawlers is the link.
That's
there we go. Yeah, let's talk about Josh's equipment. So we've got a Dyadic Carapace in the chest. We've got a Vexing Quill Hand in the arms. Yet Spellbound Creepers, not the fancy one that we just saw released over at Gen Con and San Diego Comic Con. And we have, of course, the new headpiece, the Face Purgatory, which, damn, that card is strong. And Josh getting to play it as well. So we're pretty content with the fridge that Runeblade has to offer. A full block there from Lucian. Going to be pinging 1, I believe, on the rune chance of pitching away a Codex Afrauti. Fully blocking it out and just passing the turn straight back. So Josh, turn back over to him.
Got a Requiem.
I was about to say, reaching to read that one. Requiem for the Damned. I don't see that one all too often.
Let's see if Josh has any, can make use of it.
Yeah, Eloquent Tokens are interesting to make use of, right? We're going to be seeing Machinations.
Cracking his arms, Machinations.
And Deathly Whale. I believe this was yellow if memory serves correctly, so not the most damage we're going to see. But because we are making auras in the back, Machinations is going to give this one go again, and it is a Room Blood attack action card. That bad boy got overpower.
Go again could lead to some sort of follow-up if
that is what go again tends to do.
Thank you. I was going to say it could be another attack, or
it could be. It could
or
also
Death
just be a swing on the whale. Absolutely.
Could end the turn with 2 rune chance. Set up his next turn.
Well, to be fair, if Lucian blocks all of this out, right? AB2, AB1 twice on the rune chance, blocks out 5. Then Josh is like, well, damn, how am I going to play this Requiem? Maybe I ping myself with the flail and then get to play it for free, right? Making it Eloquence in the back.
I'm not taking any blood there at the end of the turn.
I'm not taking blood there, which is important. So effectively, null there. Looks like another Codex of Frailty going to be pitched away this time round. So
exactly what you said.
5 block. This is identical to the last turn. It looks like, oh, it's overpower, of course. Yeah. So this does actually make it a little more difficult to block. So blocking 3, taking 2, damage is going to be dealt. Definitely Whale's still going to be coming on in either way.
Josh not being able to make use of his extra cards in hand, it looks like.
No, not right now. 2 in hand is kind of rough going into the next turn. Or they are just powerful and just want to be holding on to them moving into what would effectively be turn number 4. On hit, make a rune chant with this one. Yeah. Only 1 damage though. Does cost Josh a life to be able to play it. No swings in early because once you're down to those low double digits, your 15s and below, you've got to be cautious about when you're going to be swinging the flail.
If this strikes a card out from Lucian, that'd be quite good equity.
It's value gained there by Josh. Is he going to Requiem here? He can. Might just be pinging 1. Thinking about it.
Breaking the chain. Into rune chance.
Combat chain going to be closed. It's not this combat chain, I believe. I believe it is this turn, so...
Thinking about it.
Yep. May play it. So no, just going to be taking the 1 blob that's saving it for later in case the Eloquence is needed in... Oh, maybe a better circumstance. In fact, surely the red, 0 for 3, blocked out with another Machinations of the Dam. Clean blocked, and Lucian just says, cool, scoop these ones up, keep going. Funeral Moon.
No attack.
Yeah, absolutely. So this could be why Josh is holding on to this. You can effectively give yourself an action point with this, right? Play the Machinations, about to make the Eloquence, and then at instant speed play the Funeral Moon, sees that non-attack action has been played at that instant speed, gives it go again. 3 AP.
See where Josh tends to go. Decides to play it out.
That's interesting. He's not actually...
Oh, he's playing it in response to the other one?
Has he lost life this turn?
Maybe if you pay for the first one, you play the first one, you pay life, then you play the second one in response. Paid life. That's it, shadow.
Do you have to pay life for it?
You can with Vynnset's ability, right? Make it uncountable. Next source of arcane. I don't know.
But I don't know if you can play it at... Well, I suppose you can just play it, just not at instant speed, right? So you play it... Yeah, okay.
Play it normally.
Fine. Yeah,
you
play it normally,
both.
ping yourself, play it instant speed, go from there, make Eloquence in the back.
Yeah.
Fine.
Opting not to block with the blocking with the Deadwood Dirge, swinging with both of the claves. That's a lot of money being used for 2 damage.
Yeah, and those extended right Deadwood Dirges aren't cheap either.
Nah, they're not.
When are we going to get the right facing Coalfoil Clave? That's the question.
That's in the Armory deck, mate.
Oh God, don't say that. Pointing Rendition going to be discarded to prevent the damage here. 1 floating prevention, old school. I suppose new school prevention type, right? We're looking at slap happies that were being played in the previous turns, and all of those was a single instance of damage, preventing 2 of it. Going to be up to 5 rune chants right now. Another infect coming on in. 3 blocked out with, once again, Machinations. Now we have a Leave No Witnesses as a 0 for 4.
This is where the choice of, I was going to say, choice of helmet could bite Joshua, but D-react from the Arsenal.
We can see why that's being held on to for a number of turns now, right? Just sitting on that card in Arsenal. And as we correctly mentioned earlier, that's why it wasn't played off the back of the CNC. It's a future to Stirrings. I think it might be.
It might be. That's another turn without an attack, if that's the case.
Yeah, just going to be ticking one and moving on with his life. Up to 7 rune chants, though. We are doing our best Florian or Viscerai OTK play right now.
Not sure if Josh knows. Not very effective at the moment.
No, probably not. But I suppose against a deck that, you know, doesn't have the most blues in the game. Far, far from it.
Could push all the extra damage through. If you Lucian has a handful of reds, like you say.
Yep. And Josh hasn't been leaking that much damage either, right?
I think
most of the first attack.
Most of the damage he's been taken has been taken from Blood Debt.
The Blood Debt, yeah. So Josh has been good to be able to block out all of these turns. This is going to be the first time that we're not seeing that come to fruition. Kiss of Death is going to hit, dealing that 4 damage. 3 on the initial attack and then 1 on the trigger as well. Pick up the point. 0 for 3. No retrieve required here as both Claves still sitting snug. The pockets of Slippy.
I think nothing destructive.
Nope.
Just no blocks, I think. Just
doesn't hurt me. I'm going to ignore it.
Yeah.
Question is, Josh really didn't like being marked in that previous turn. Of course, had the Horton rendition to be able to stifle away any form of that prevention.
Will you respect it this time?
I don't know if he will. He said no blocks for all of this so far. He's going to go for it again, and it is going to be another Kiss of Death. This is coming in for 3. What is quite good here for Josh is that this is 2 of 3 Kiss of Deaths already used. And we're only going to be getting a single flick here. This isn't going to be a spike with Blood Rot or anything like that on this Kiss of Death. This certainly isn't as high as it usually goes. But we do pump it up to 6. Going to be covering 4. Can't target the Tarantula Toxin, so it is still going to be dealing 2 damage, but increasing that rune chant count by 1 more. Up to 8 now.
There's the attack.
Here we go. Widespread Ruin. Soon to be entering the combat chain, but a few more things. Wow, we aren't. Oh, no, we are. Eloquence Token. Making 3 more. We're up to 12 rune chants. A Malefic being chucked down, finally, after the first one that we saw had to be blocked with. So not only are we going to be widespread ruining here, 6, we're also going to be pinging 12 arcane damage that Lucian just says instantly snaps. I'm not doing anything about it. Makes 1 rune chant in the back of the Malefic, 3 block coming on in as well. The ruin is already going to have its effect triggered, so Lucian just says whatever. Goes down to a 3-card hand and drops down to 20 HP.
Rune chant in the back, setting up Joshua for the next turn. Hopefully he draws an attack. If he draws another 2 cost, he can just play a 1-card hand, block out this turn.
Definitely wow 2 cost, or is that a 3?
I think it's 3 cost. Another Kiss of Death from Lucian. That's the third one.
The third and final one, right?
Yeah.
Remember, the Codexes are still in the deck. We saw 2 of them pitched away early on. Didn't see any of those power cards in the grave. Any real reason to be using them. We've actually not seen any crazy turns here from Lucian. This is almost fair flesh and blood. I say that as the Razor Reflex. Razor's Edge, sorry, the other Razor card is going to get played on out to pump this up to 6. And now we'll leave no witnesses for 4. Threatening 10 damage on the turn. Of course, remember the cheeky little flick that can come at that Kiss of Death. On hits are going to come on through. Up to 12 damage total with the 2 on hits there from Kiss of Death. Managed to cover 3, and wow, actually banishing the top card of deck, which actually helps out Josh here.
Interesting head choice. Again, throughout this game, I don't think Arachne goes high enough to get good use out of your face perk.
I don't know if it's about going high enough. I think it's about stopping an attack reaction, right?
It could be, yeah. But wouldn't the Crown of Providence be good for covering all of those Arsenal disruption effects?
It could do. Yeah, absolutely. Definitely Dwight going to be coming on in. This is the one that was banished off the top of deck from the Leave No Witnesses. Josh, notably, didn't have an attack without this.
The Malefic Incantation both Malefic Incantations allowing Josh to follow this up with, hopefully, a second attack on this go again.
Well, I don't think there is another attack, and I don't think you want to be wasting the rune chance for the flail, right? I think you want to be saving it, seeing what you can get. You'll go up to 3 rune chance when you do the banish next turn. Notably, if this does hit, look at the top card of the deck due to Shadow Puppetry.
Could possibly banish.
Could be looking for another attack, yeah.
What's Lucian's hand looking like?
Looking like Bonds of Attraction.
Bonds of Agony?
Bonds of Agony.
Pog.
Prognosis. Bonds of Agony, take up the mantle, and a mysterious third card. So 2 attacks and at least 1 pump so far. Not the best turn. I don't think it actually turns on Bonds of Agony, does it?
No.
We're missing one reaction so far. Interesting Slippy list that we saw perform decently over the weekend. Being... Oh, stolen the Register Enchant. Yeah, get that one back, Yeah, interesting Slippy list that we saw played over the weekend by Hayden Dow, actually running not only the Black Tech Whisperers, but also the Redback Shroud in the chest and the leg slot, purely for that, basically on demand, by the way, I'm going to just pump up my my bonds without playing a pump. Just flick, use your chest, use your legs, you've activated 3 attack reactions, and, well, you can still continue going after that. You just got to block 1 for 1, especially when you're not going to be chucking pumps in his way.
Lucian really in the tank here.
Looks like a Justinic as well in the hand.
Is it?
No, it's not. Is it Den of the Spider at the very back? Still very much a mysterious 4th card, but Lucian in the tank right now, thinking about these blocks, thinking about the rune chant to begin with, and it's indeed going to be taking 2. Blocks out 6 on the bonds and the take up the mantle. And the flail is indeed going to be coming on in. This is 2 and 1 on hit from the flail. Right, rune chant in the back. Have a little think is Lucian. How much does he care about the rune chants? I mean, clearly he cared somewhat due to the full cover on that first attack. Josh is relatively low right now, though. Look, been ticking down turn after turn, down on 9 HP. Question is, can Lucian push over the top? Takes a 2 on the rune chants.
Will he block the flail?
It's not got clean equipment block here, right? Doesn't have anything with battle worn. It's all blade break. Tunic is going to be going on in. 1 block into the 1 hole. Funeral Moon going to be played at instant speed. As damage has been dealt, those rune chants doing some work. Making 1 rune chant in the back. Josh is going to be healing up a bit here.
And again, ending with another rune chant. Every turn, he's ended with at least 1 rune chant, I think, this game.
Infiltrate. That was our mysterious 4th card. A 0 for 3 that reads on hits. Look at the top. Well, banish the top card of your opponent's deck. You may play it until the end of your next turn. Now, notably, this actually favours Josh. Because while Lucian could potentially play the card out, he would most likely have to pitch for it. Most of the attacks in Josh's deck requiring a pitch value when they aren't played for their rune gate cost.
And everything else probably wouldn't work for his cards.
No, not at all. We are already seeing a prognosticate. That's not a prognosticate. Well, I call it Pog. It's Persuasive Prognosis. That's what I'm talking about.
Josh
prognosticate is a card.
It is, yes. Josh blocking with his chest just to cover it up.
Yeah,
1 point of damage.
Widespread Ruin going to be coming on in. Future Stirrings being played once again. About to give this next attack +3.
And then for 2 and 9.
2 and 9. Not lethal as of yet. Remember, each hero who's lost HP this turn will be banishing a card from the top of their deck. We've already seen a Bonds of Attraction banished from Lucian's deck with one of the Widespread Ruins from earlier on. Josh, wonder if he's pretty content having a card banished on top of his deck. Unsure if he paid the 1 for the Unpreventable Rune Chant on that first one to be able to indicate that he has lost some HP. I wasn't watching, I'm going to be honest.
I didn't catch that either.
No.
I don't think he did, because he ended the last turn on 10.
Well, that's just straight maths. So going to be taking the 2 rune chants, then going to be blocking out the 6, taking 3, banishing the top card of the deck. It is a Razor's Edge red. Pretty decent card to be getting rid of for Josh. No cards with Blood Debt in his banish, so he's going to be staying on 10 HP.
Lucian back down to 2 cards.
Is Pounce?
Prowl. Could be lining up another 0 for 4 using the Prowl effect.
Not one that you see too often, at least in the games I played against Slippy. But I like this pseudo Ira effect where you're coming in for a 0 for 3 and then the next attack is going to be jumping up even higher. And that is why you play the Face Purgatory. That is the exact reason behind it. It's like, oh, this is a little bit dangerous. Notably, Josh does need to draw up.
Draw a card.
Oh. Josh should have an extra card right now because of the Face Purgatory effect.
Fortunately, has a good play anyway.
Yep.
Even without it. Maybe he was just so focused in on having that line. Forgot to draw the card.
We've got this card face down in Arsenal for Josh as well.
That looks like a decent amount of reds in hand for
It is a
Lucian
decent amount of reds. I think every single Save a Bloodshed has been blocked with so far in this game. We've got a CNC, a Save a Bloodshed, a pick up the point, and I believe a defense reaction in the back. Is that Shelter? No, it's not.
Could be an infect. It's just another attack.
It is just another 0 for 3.
0 for 3 is not really getting that much value. Yes, get cards out of Josh's hand, but
that's
doesn't
basically
actually deal any damage.
Having a think, taking the 2 rune chance. No easy way to pitch to this AB, as we talked about time and time again. It looks like Lucian is going to be looking for, honestly, something else, something completely different. That is a sink below. That would have been good about 5 seconds ago.
Yeah. Unfortunate timing on the sink below there. Can put it in his arsenal at the end of turn. Can
Prowl.
Set up for the next turn.
Am I just blind? Was it a Prowl that he drew and not a sink below?
It could have been a Prowl.
It was a Prowl. Okay, fine.
Okay,
honestly, I thought it was the London sink below. Evidently not.
Oh, Josh just blocks it with a 4.
I block 3, I block 4. Josh up to 11.
Josh's answers have lined up quite well with what
absolutely. Up to 2 right now. Deadwood. Oh, Deadwood Dirge. Going to be destroying a rune chant to take us up to 4 rune chants. A Malefic being played. A yellow one this time round. Then a red Deathly Well. We're coming in for 4 and 6. 10 being threatened. Only 8 HP on Lucian so far.
Vynnset being known for a little bit of inconsistency. If you're not able to get those rune chants, you really can't really do too much on your own turns, but Josh has been rolling every turn.
Every single turn has been consistent enough.
Lucian is between a rock and a hard place here. Does he block out? Does he pitch?
Well, the question is, look at all the cards. They're all red. Well, sorry, you've got 1 yellow in the Take Up the Mantle, right? So you can deny 2 there, but the card itself blocks 3. Was it better suited just chucking it there? Looks like he's going to be full blocking as much as possible. So takes 1.
Lucian down to 1 card. Does he just Arsenal? Does he play it? Arsenals.
Josh going to make a rune chant as well.
On the back
end. Off the back of Lucian, taking some damage there.
Can play every attack in his deck apart from Widespread Annihilation.
Absolutely. Well, here's a Deathly Well. How about that?
Yep.
Goes up to 3. Another red one. Going to be hitting the combat chain in just a few moments' time. How many front pumps? How many things can Joshua play? Tear through the portal, which is a red action card in your banish zone. If it gets go again to the end of the turn. So we are coming in for a huge 3 and 6 go again with some triggers. Creating a rune chant in the back. Lucian going to be taking 3 on the rune chants. Going to be blocking 6. Josh with 2 cards in hand. Could just hardcast a Runegate card here. Wow, it's just going to be the flail. Just the flail for 1 and 1 with 2 cards in tow.
Josh doesn't love life total that. This basically comes with Kodachi.
It is.
Unfortunately, this game, Lucian doesn't seem to have got anything rolling. No real disruption, just raw damage. And Josh has just managed to get off turn after a turn of chaining these Runegate attacks.
It's absolutely everything he needs, right? I mean, there is a universe now that you just say, my flick knives aren't going to do anything.
Yeah.
I don't want to give Josh a rune chant at the start of next turn. Chuck your flick knives in, cover the flail, take the 1, go down to 2. You do get to a really awkward spot.
I think Josh starts with, it would be blocking 2 instead of just 1 here because of the rune chant.
Yep.
So I think Josh,
AB and just block.
Doesn't feel good to block that.
Yeah, no return, but he does get a rune chant from the Deathly Well though, right?
Yep. And from both because he paid
life off the back of the flare.
And again, it's setting up his next turn again.
Yep.
Nah, the machine just keeps on rolling. The only real way that Lucian could get out of this, I think, is...
we need a giga brick here from Vynnset, and it simply isn't happening. Another Deathly Well and another Malefic. They came towards the end of the game, but it's going to be enough.
These hands.
Shadow Puppetry as well.
They just keep coming.
Vynnset encroaching across the board as it slips on over into Slippy's territory. Blocking 6, blocking the 3. The blue finally came. The 1 swing and the single rune chant in the back as well. Taking 1 from the rune chant.
I feel like Josh feels like there's blood in the water here.
Oh, absolutely. In the driver's seat for sure. 2 more rune chants. 3 more rune... 2 more rune chants. Sorry, okay. Whoa. I was getting ahead of myself there. Dear Lord, 2 more rune chants in the back. Here for Josh. Lucian flicking these cards away. Get them out of my damn sight. Got to draw up.
2 cards though. Maybe you can string something together.
Pain the backside's good. 0 for 3. Could do 4 damage.
If I'm Josh here, I'm just blocking with 1 card. Just anything presents.
You could also just not. Like.
Yeah, you've got enough life.
Future is going to be blocked with. Codex finally going to be seeing 1 played. Josh card in his arsenal though. Almost certainly going to find a Leave No Witnesses here. Notably, this will disable Flail of Agony. You can't just poke away at it towards the end of the game.
I think those Spellbound Creepers might become Iron Rock Boots.
Oh, Spellbound Jordans about to be blocked with.
Or not.
All that works just as well. Up to 3 rune chants now. Ponder trigger card in arsenal. Lucian does go up to a 5-card hand, but Josh says, I spit in the face of that.
You shall not destroy any of my arsenals this game.
Oh, I shall be having them myself. And the first one that we've seen, the widespread annihilation. The yellow coming in 4 for 6, and the fist is extended from Lucian. The blue's not found, no way to prevent the arcane. And Josh is going to go 3-0, taking down one of the 2 boogeymen of this format. Good game.
Good game. Josh got off to a good start and just kept it rolling the entire game pretty much.
That's all you need sometimes.
Not much disruption from Lucian.
No, that's the dangerous thing about Vynnset is that she does need to stumble for you to kind of have a say in the game, especially if she starts rolling pretty hot early on. We thought there was going to be an opportunity for Lucian to be able to claw this one back. You look at the cards that he's having to block with, like didn't mark once. I think only got a little bit of damage through. Some of these turns were just kiss of deaths for pure damage and more pure damage and maybe an effect here and there, but it wasn't anything that was disrupting, and that's kind of the defining point that you actually need from Slippy, right? It's what makes him so powerful.
Yeah, pitching Take Up the Mantles just to pay for rune chants turn after turn, just never even playing one, unfortunately blocking with the others. Couldn't really get out of it.
Nice, okay, that is round number 3 done and dusted. We are going to be chucking it to a very short break, and when we are back, we're going to be joined by Alex from Legendary Studios, who is here demoing across the weekend with their convention setup. Looks sick. So we're going to ask him a couple of questions, give him a rundown of what's been going on. Honestly, just have a bit of a yap. So we'll be back in around about 5. See you in a sec. Welcome back, ladies and gents, boys and girls. We're still here at the Canterbury Gaming Convention. We are joined by Alex from LSS. What is your official title at LSS? Because I was looking back on some of our emails and I was like, so you run global conventions? Is it head of global conventions?
It's conventions program manager. Is the title.
Sneak the manager in there at the end.
Depends who you ask. After some interesting comments at San Diego, chairman of conventions came up as a
chairman of conventions is a great title.
I'm hoping to shrug off, but I couldn't not mention it if Trevor does watch this. It kind of came up as a bit of a joke. Yeah.
Nice. So you mentioned obviously San Diego Comic-Con, Gen Con as well over the last couple of weeks. It's been a busy traveling time for you for the last couple of weeks, right? Like you've had some insane booths. I mean, San Diego Comic-Con was crazy, right?
Yeah, that was a really exciting opportunity to work with Weta and get straight into the middle of the show there. They built that wonderful prism statue.
Oh, it was huge. What were you saying? It was like 7 foot?
7 foot tall. The wingspan, I would guess it about 6 foot. I haven't looked at it. But
you didn't get the tape measure out,
no? No, I won't. I'll have to because I've got to rebuild it another show coming up. So I've had to learn all about the intricacies of that statue. And so you will see it again. I won't say where yet because that's
spoilers. Yeah, none of that.
But you will see her again. Awesome. She's pretty magnificent. Yeah.
She's great. It's really cool to see. Obviously, that partnerships with LSS and Weta like goes back to the original Prism statues that we've seen. The Prism whales of the internet, like really forking the money out for, and a couple of those given away as tournament prizes as well. But yeah, seeing that on a grander scale as well, being like front and center, and people just being like, "What the hell is this giant 7 foot woman with angel wings?" It's kind of crazy, right?
It worked really well. We actually started hearing people say, "Oh, I'll meet you at Angel Corner."
That's
sick. Kind of refer to our little corner there because we're one of the main thoroughfares through the show. So and one of the main doors as well. So people were meeting there, which was great.
That's great. Obviously, Gen Con was last weekend.
Last weekend, yes.
Damn, you have been busy.
Yes.
So last weekend, and we saw that being the initial release of Master Pack Guardian and of Slooper Slam as well.
Oh, Smash Palace.
So,
similar.
Sorry. Listen, I'm getting my punchy sets crossed over. Smash Palace, that being released a little bit early there. I don't want to poke too much. Of course, it's out in the open, but what can you tell us about Smash Palace? People been enjoying it. You said that Brian was jumping in a couple of games in the event as well.
Brian joined us for Gen Con, which was great, and he hopped into a few random pools in our arena because people could queue up and just play Smash Palace, right?
Awesome.
Buy the extra packs, line up, play some more, get some promos. Overwhelmingly positive feedback. I think lots of people are excited for this kind of social backstabby event deck that changes things and makes the game a little bit different to play. Obviously, we're so used to such a low variance card game. Adding something that adds variance
is quite
this
interesting. Is all variance.
Yeah, there's a whole new thing now that adds an element of variance, and I think lots of people are enjoying that as a different experience, a bit of a chill compared to the intense tournament scene that we have outside of that. So
I think it's really cool that we were talking about this with the boys. We can't wait to get our hands on it because honestly, like being able to sit down and just have a little more of a laid back vibe, right? Instead of we've been sweating out these decks online and like we've been playing in paper out our armies. It's actually no, we're going to sit down, have a couple of drinks, and just chuck some fab cards at each other. And being able to just grab a Mastery Pack Guardian box and then just being like, cool, take a couple of packs.
I mean, it basically comes with a box of Mastery Pack Guardian, 12 packs, and then a box refreshes the whole thing. I'm sure there's other ways you could do and play around with it, but I think the ability to kind of add that randomness to it, where I would even say don't look at the cards. I'd open it, take it, shuffle it, don't look at them. You're figuring it out as you go because you can over-strategize something and then the deck's going to ruin you anyway.
No need to, right? Like the cards are there. You've got your 30. Like you just pick them up, go for it, and full send into this twist on UPF. So really cool. So. First time at Canterbury Gaming Convention, first time it's been at this scale. The LSS booth, I can just see it around the corner, is obviously amazing. I've seen it at plenty of events across the UK, at Comic-Cons, at your UK Games Expos. How's the reception been? Obviously, I know that we've got plenty of Fab players down playing in our events, but what about the people who aren't in Fab? Like, has been great conversation?
Yeah, very positive. I mean, look, when Mod and Darius and the guys at the store here reached out and said, as it's Dice and Destiny, the name just disappeared.
No, you're fine. It's been a long weekend.
It's been a long 3 weeks. Reached out and I said, look, we'd love to bring the booth down if you've got space for it. It's not doing anything else this weekend, and we like to support the communities that want to grow. And you wanted the presence, you wanted they'd learn to play. Quite refreshing. Sometimes people reach out and go, hey, we'd like a Battle Hardened. And I'm like, well, do you want to start with a learn to play?
What do you mean
I get that you want the big tournament, but actually we want to help grow the communities and support them. So when the idea was we'd like to do some learn to plays coming from the learn to play booth. 100%.
Yeah.
So great to support a local smaller convention, but a change of pace.
Yep.
But the appetite is great. There's been constant demos going on.
Amazing.
We're probably going to run out the Aero decks we have to give out, which is great. So probably underestimated that a little bit. I've
got some more that you sent us, so if you need some more,
I'll
pass them over.
Good to know we've got the reserves. Really positive. And having the tournaments run alongside is always helpful because you can show people, hey, look, this would normally be in a store, but this is your next step. And then you can explain the whole world tour and everything that goes along if that's the journey you want to take.
Not helpful with Project Blue yesterday, I suppose. But
I think it was still cool to have it there. I mean, that was obviously run by you guys and the community, and it was great. Very happy to have you guys there and support that. The future of that's very exciting.
Yes, absolutely. Very excited
to have that as well as 2 Super Armies here, kind of parallel to the booth with the learn plays going on was nice to kind of showcase what the options are. And it's a fast-paced game, so people swinging by and watching Project Blue, you can watch a whole game without feeling like
in a few minutes, right?
You can get a lot of information from
I do think our shortest game, and this probably relates to the Blitz as well, was about 7 minutes, and it's that's actually easy to watch because you're just lost in a moment of slap card, explain card, do thing. It's like, okay, cool. That's fab at high pace and just an easy watching experience, right? And sometimes diving straight into CC, however, Live and Legend can be daunting. There's so many cards now.
100%. I think that journey's important. That kind of welcome deck through to first strike if it's available to do.
Up to Armory deck.
Into an Armory deck and trying it from there is a very nice journey we now have for players to take them along that entry point and get them to learn new steps along the way. We don't have the Bravo decks here, but in future we'll have the Bravo decks. And that's a very interesting welcome deck compared to the Aero deck. No weapon.
Very different.
Just a little token that says weapon will go here, but you get all the equipment. So you start to learn very different steps and filters really nicely into the journey.
We were discussing this, right, because we were thankful enough to be able to run our own Learn to Play event. Thank you very much for sending that stuff, by the way, at the Broadside Gaming Convention a couple months ago. And anytime we're at an event and we see the LSS Learn to Play booth, it's like, we'll play a couple of Aero games, just a laugh. And we always play against each other. And we thought, okay, let's be on the other side of it. Let's try and teach other people how to play it. And they loved it. And getting to see that, that's how people are thinking, and seeing, we're great to block with armor. Oh, there's no armor here. Cool, fine. Swing your Edge of Autumn instead. And now we're swapping over to the other side of, you're smacking someone with a big attack. You can block with your armor. And teaching that side of the game instead, you've got multifacets there, which then lead very nicely into the first strike decks between Terra and Aurora.
Exactly.
Right?
I think it's interesting because you've got Ira goes really nicely into Aurora, and Bravo goes really nicely into Terra. But they both play very differently. If you were to take Ira in a vacuum and just say, I get to attack 5-6 times. That's not actually flesh and blood, right? That is a specific factor, design direction with ninjas that you can do maybe with Aurora. But I think it's great to be able to showcase the, I'm going to swing for 5 with Dominate. And that 1v1 life total thing isn't going to stale the game out a little bit. It's a very different journey.
Listen, we've been in that situation where it's, we're edge-locked at this point. We are now blocking every single Edge of Autumn like our life depends on it, because guess what? Our life depends on it. Really interesting to see that progression. Of course, with the Ira Armory deck just coming out as well, that progression is just so much easier.
Brilliant linear line. And say there's nothing wrong with that 1v1 kind of tail out to the game, because that's also a learning point, right? And it's important to mention that the mirror match kind of learning thing is genuinely important.
It's great.
Yeah, I know a lot of established people come and go, it's just a mirror match. Well, actually, never played a game before, and you're learning your deck, and you've also got to learn your opponent's deck at the same time. There's a lot of learning going on a game that's already quite high complexity. So having a mirror match means half the cards you see from your opponent, you've already read, because you've seen them, and it helps.
Yeah, it's really cool because you can read your hand and be like, what's a lunging press? Oh wait, my opponent's going to have a lunging press.
Exactly,
it's the same deck, you learn one and you can play that way. That's great. We're coming into our final round of CC, that being the final game of this weekend. As we mentioned earlier, we did 8 rounds of Project Blue, we did a 5-round Swiss, we did a top 8 cut, so a lot of games played and casted there. The CC event yesterday, which was won by Gravy, nabbed up that flip-flap Mac. Again, thank you for providing some awesome promos for this. And now we've got, I believe, our final game coming up very, very soon. You mentioned earlier, you mentioned the other day, thank you very much also for carrying our asses through the pub quiz on the Friday night. That was, honestly, godsend. Ended up just pulling a team together last minute. It was we'll take 3rd place, actually. We'll do that.
That's pretty respectful.
You don't get time to play too much now. Obviously, you are on the road consistently, and now RIP to the Queen. Azalea is gone. Is there another deck as of right now that you've kind of got your eyes on? It's like, I'll eventually build that, and if I get to play some more, I'll play that.
I think I'd like to experiment with Marlin.
Okay.
I'd keep on the ranges. I mean, the benefit
of my own heart, Alex. I'm going to be honest.
The benefit of this game is that I have a lot of those ranger cards. So I mean, I know a lot of them are different for Marlin, but there's some key things I can transition over. That, and I have a friend who's been pushing Oscilio for a long time.
Yeah, okay.
If I thought I had the time to master it, I would give Oscilio a go. I think it's a really good space for that. I mean, seeing it make top 8 in Auckland was
really cool.
Smile.
Really cool.
And I think those who jumped on it early and have put the reps in with Oscilio are going to be loving life right now. I think they've got a lot of tools. I think their matchups are quite strong. And I like to play a strong deck. I just don't think I've got the skill to play Oscilio. So that would be the one if I generally have more time. And it's not that I don't want to play more Flesh and Blood.
It's just too busy promoting and sharing the game of Flesh and Blood.
Yeah, I played a lot of Ira games. Yeah. I played a lot of First Strike games.
I think you're probably the one you're probably the most played Ira welcome deck person, and probably up there with the Terrors and the Auroras as well.
Possibly, yeah. But it's the nature of the role. I mean, remote. And the studio is literally 11 hours time difference, right? So in theory, I could hop on a webcam and play with the guys, but it's like midnight for me, and it's just like.
And that's not quite playing in the Flesh and Blood.
It's not quite playing in the Flesh and Blood. So, and I do have stores nearby that I could go to, but it always seems to land on. I think one of my local armories is Thursday, and that's nearly always a travel day or a setup day or something for a show. If I'm going,
no rest for the wicked, is it?
Well, I don't go. I mean, we put these numbers out. We go, we're going to go to 50, 60 conventions a year, which we do. We have a presence at those. I don't go to that many.
No. I mean, you can't. You
physically can't. Impossible. Last year I went to a lot, but we've got some great partners around the world who we work with. And so it's been a lot of traveling, getting them leveled up, giving them the tools they need to go out and execute. And now trusting them to go and do it. So I won't be at PAX West, for example, which is coming up. I went last year. The team who got there are fantastic. Esports admin will be looking after everything there. But it's a long way to go after a lot of travel and hop back over the pond and go there.
And I suppose I won't keep you too much long, it's fine. But I suppose something that's beneficial to that as well is the launch of the new judge tier for Learn to Play, right?
Yes.
So I'm sure that helps you guys out a ton.
It's brilliant, and we're going to be, not to give too much away, but we've got the Advanced Learn to Play certification as well. On the back of Gen Con, several people shone as these are like need someone to recommend them so I can sign them off. We had someone there who was watching with pretty much that purpose in mind to guide and make sure our Learn to Play team have that consistency, that message. And it's not really about being rigid and saying this is how you teach the game. It's about here are some guidelines, here are our suggestions, here are things you probably shouldn't say, here are some things you should definitely mention, here's some techniques, get people with cards in the hand straight away, get them playing, like get them involved, don't give them a 20-minute essay on the game. Little things like that once you've got everyone doing that, and I know that they've read the rules on that, they've passed their test, I know that team are going to be fine.
They're good to go.
Yeah, and with the Advanced, I've got a lead there who I know who can manage and make sure everyone's still doing that. And we had some superstars at Gen Con. If anyone was at Gen Con and saw Nick comes to mind running the Learn to Play sessions is something else.
Yeah, honestly, shout out to all the judges. It's a bit of a godsend because I know I've got plenty of questions when I try and mess things up. So even outside of the Learn to Play things, you are much appreciated. But for now, Alex, thank you so much. I really appreciate you coming to the event, man.
Thank you.
And thank you for all the support you've been giving us over the weekend with promos and you name it, and just teaching people the game that we fall in love with. So really appreciate it. Guys, we're going to chuck it to a short break. When we get back, it is going to be our final game of the weekend here at the Canterbury Gaming Convention. It is our final CC round. What heroes win it? Don't know yet. I'll find out. I'll let you know in 5 minutes. See you in a bit. After 15 games, 14 hours of streams, one Project Blue champion, one CC champion yesterday, and guess what? Another champion soon to be coming up. This is our final game of Fab here on the Cup of TCG channel at Canterbury Gaming Convention. What a weekend it's been, man. It's been amazing to cast some of these games. The environment's been awesome. Seeing people come across to the booth, just hanging out with us, and seeing the guys just behind this as well, playing some games of Fab, the game that we love. Man, it's been sick.
The convention has been buzzing all weekend. There's just non-stop people. We are out on the floor doing this commentary work. If we could turn the camera around, you'd see we're in amongst it, and it's been awesome having people poke their head in, see what's going on. And yeah, it's been a mad weekend. We've got the LSS booth down there just popping off all weekend as well.
Yeah,
Great
it's
to
crazy.
See you have Alex on just now.
Yeah, man, it was great. It was great to talk to him. Talk to him about all of these events and talked about honestly just the support that LSS has been giving us. So yeah, really great to see. Speaking about great to see, here it is. It is Charlie Wallace on Ira, a name that we have seen already, as is Josh Austin. Both of them 3-0. Vynnset versus Ira. Let's see who can take this one.
Final game of the weekend. We've got, the Edge of Autumn Ira list that we saw earlier against Vynnset. Vynnset, not a bad deck against some of these aggressive decks. Pretty good against the breakpoints. See how Face Purgatory was real good in that last game, Carl.
Oh, Face Purgatory was crazy. Turn after turn.
Let's see if we can see if it does its business this game as well.
Notably, Josh did miss drawing on the Face Purgatory in that game.
That didn't seem to matter, did it? It just absolutely didn't seem to matter.
It looks like Josh is taking a little bit of time. We were talking about the Armory deck with Alex just a few moments ago, and he is, well, going to be reading the 2 new cards that were added in the equipment suite. That is going to be the Headpiece, the Iris of Blossom, and the Arcana Skywraps. Yeah, I mean, these cards are pretty brutal, honestly, and if you can use them to full effect, getting those Whirling Mist Blossoms, getting the free +1, and bring your Edge of Autumn back, I mean, it's just free incremental damage turn after turn.
And Ira getting 2 damage in early on here. I'm sure Josh would have liked to have gone first on Vynnset, but Charlie possibly winning the dice roll here. And let's see how Vynnset can convert first 4 cards of the game. Nullrune Clogs going to be the choice.
Hell yes.
So Charlie picked up at Amsterdam last year.
Was indeed.
Molecular Incantation, can't be too upset about starting with that one. And
no, especially with Eloquent Eulogy as well.
I'm going to be able to play that turn 1 straight away if we opt to. Be passing back.
Might do. It's interesting to not just throw the Eulogy here, but beginning the Rune Chants in the back seems to be quite important here for Josh.
Josh probably knows that Charlie's deck is reasonably defensive as far as Ira decks go. Going to play a
hard
well from hand. Very nice. Going to set up the following turn a little bit as well.
We're taking the one. Going to be making that rune chant in the back.
We saw these Deathly Wells doing absolute bits last game.
It was red off the red off the red. It felt like, especially off the back of some of the buffs. Beseech the Demigod. God, I can't speak today.
I'll stick with the Vynnset cards.
Yeah, do it. It's fine. I can do the Ira ones.
Yeah.
Fate for scene. Sirens of Safe Harbor.
Both going to be the block here, getting 2 damage over the top. Being a little greedy with the hands. We saw Charlie play a relatively aggressive early game against our Betsy player earlier.
It's 2 rune chants here. I'm going to be swinging for 1, pitching away one of those whirling mist blossoms. Notably, can't go searching for it if it's in your hand.
2 more copies, and that copy going to the bottom of the deck. We'll go find that a little bit later.
Sure.
Saw this play time and time again. Game before, we've got an Edge of Autumn into a Seek Vengeance for a lovely 0 for 5 go again.
Is this the blue or the red? No, this is the red, so it should be the 0 for 5.
Red here. We've got our lovely dice assistant on the side of the table.
That is Ryan, who saw who he was paired into, matchup wise, and was like, nah.
I think I'll go Hell Punch Stream. We're going to buff this Seek Vengeance up to 6. Dangerous proposition here, considering...
for that exact reason! The Haunting Rendition, making this covered, preventing the damage.
Hit here, meaning that this Edge of Autumn is not going to be re-equipped.
Keep that in the back. It looks like we are...
Do enact Vengeance.
The thing is, Josh can just block 6 here to be able to full cover and still send the Eloquent Eulogy, right? He's got 3 rune chants in the back.
Edge of Autumn stranded in the Banish Zone here. Now, how can Charlie maneuver a game with no weapon? For now.
Welcome to the Bravo Welcome Deck. You are weaponless. You have the zones.
Maybe a little bit more of a tall order getting to Chainlink 2 without Edge of Autumn.
Very true.
3 and 4. An absolute fantastic card for Vynnset.
So many different avenues for you to be able to block with that card.
Gave the whole hand last turn.
Yep.
And still gets to
return 7.
7 damage.
Legacy of Akaru in hand, along with a Nip at the Hills. Looking at the top card of the deck with the Fate Foreseen, and leave that one on top, and an Act of Vengeance there as well. So we're looking to do some cheeky little combat trick here to be able to get the Edge of Autumn back. And with Legacy of Akaru on this Enact Vengeance, pushing up to 7. Let's see if Josh respects it.
This has got to connect to get our
Edge
of Autumn back.
Coming in for 6. Does Josh care about this though? Remember, Arcana Skyraps does not care if an Edge of Autumn has been swung before for the re-equip. It just needs a card with Vengeance in its name to hit. Be your Axe, can be your takes. Looks like we're going to be covering 7.
1 here. Oh, no, sorry.
Oh, it's like a +2. It's a Beseech, yeah. So we're coming up to blocking up 6. Going to pump this to 7 with the Akaru.
Fantastically manoeuvred here by Charlie. He's going to re-equip his Edge of Autumn. I'm sure he's happy to not be without it for too long.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. So, trigger does go on the stack. Nothing happens, though. Legacy Akaru does require you to have your Edge of Autumn swing before for the card draw, but still can draw any form of pumps on top of it. Eloquent Soaking being made, of course. Moving on.
Funeral Moon going to be the banish for Vynnset here. No blood to attack by the looks of it. Previous turn. And we're back with the Edge of Autumn.
We return.
Like we never left.
The last time that Charlie is going to be pumping anything with the Skyraps, I think. Does not want to lose the Edge again.
Yeah.
I like to think that he's mid-battle, he's dropped it, he's gone, crap, where is it? Rummaging through the bodies, and oh, there it is.
Like Velma from Scooby-Doo. Where's my sword? Where's my sword?
My sword! Where's my sword?
Lovely full art Eloquence token painted by one of our locals.
That's a Nick.
Dr. Nicholas Blower.
I always forget he is actually a doctor. It's not even me.
The doc himself. Threatening Thorn's going to buy 2 cards here.
Yeah, fair enough.
The
Dyadic goes in.
Dyadic goes in.
Only pump available right now is the Pummel, and that cannot go on your 1 cost. So that's going to be going directly into Charlie's arsenal. I believe it's a blue Pummel as well. I think it's the only colour that he's running.
Unicorn 3, exactly where you'd like to see it with a Pummel in your arsenal.
Absolutely.
Doing some Guardian-esque things.
Usually in a, in a Guardian deck.
Yep.
Not the Iras, but...
Charlie's doing his best Guardian impression on this Ira deck.
What do we have? Any 2 costs here? Doesn't look like it so far. Prismatic Ley Line's been drawn up. We saw how brutal that was. Earlier on.
Going to be the banish for Vynnset. A little Rune Gate starved here in this game, but he's a patient guy. We'll set up something big, I'm sure.
This passing back.
Funeral Moon will pair very nicely with this Eloquence token, allowing Vynnset to go a little wider. Should we have the setup for it?
The question is, how much HP is Josh willing to sacrifice? Got to play it out. Looks like all three are going to be played.
Just going to go board state heavy with all of these Malefics here.
3 Malefics on the board. Is it all 3 reds? No, it's 2 reds, one of them on 1 counter, and a yellow. So still going to be making a lot of those rune chants in the back, should we be able to attack with an attack action card. Edge of Autumn being played, pitching away that Prismatic Leyline for later in the game. We see that Charlie likes to go 2nd, sometimes even 3rd cycle with this rendition of Ira.
Might see it sooner than that with the Iris shuffling our deck.
Absolutely. 5 go again with Seek Vengeance, the +1 from Iris hero ability as well.
See if we've got Arcana Scar activation again. We have got a...
Can you tempt fate twice?
We have got an Ancestral Empowerment in the hand, so I'm going to be buffing it by 2, should we need to.
Just to enchant does not care how much you pump it by. This is going to be a block 3. Is it Putrid Stirrings?
Putrid Stirring is going to be blocking for 3 here.
This is up to 6.
Draw a Sirens here, which is a pummelable attack. Oh.
Pumping this up to 7 now. This is where Josh could blow him out with defense reaction. Doesn't have it. He's just going to take 4 down to 28.
I'm sure Charlie wipes the sweat off his brow.
Can now attack with the Edge of Autumn again if he wishes. It looks like he is indeed going to be doing that.
Very nice.
It's effectively a new Edge of Autumn.
All tricks you can. And we have got an Enact Vengeance for 6.
This is good. Doesn't look like
a resource.
Is it just 1 floating resource? It
is. Tunic on 3.
Oh my god, Tunic on 3 and Enact Vengeance in hand. 3 block going to be coming on in. No, is it going to happen? Floats the Tunic, goes up to 2 and the blue pummel. Josh physically confused by the blue pummel coming on in. There goes another Malefic.
Vynnset a deck that is happy to return 1 card, however, especially with a stack of rune chants like this, but not happy about taking all that damage out of nowhere.
And ripping a card out of your hand as well, I mean.
Yep. Might as well have blocked with it.
Damn if you do, damn if you don't. We are going to be seeing a Deathly Wail come on in. Looks like the red one again. 3 triggers here from your Malefics to be able to make 3 rune chants in the back.
About as good as a return as you can ask for.
Yeah, offering you know what? I'll do that.
11 damage off 1 card. 3 rune chants in the back. Likely going to be another one off the back of the Deathly Wail.
Nip at the Hills, the blue card, pitching away to be able to mitigate just 3 of that damage, taking 2. Now the Deathly Wail for 6. Thank you, Dice Man.
Wonder if we're going to see more Ira and Vynnset support coming up in Super Slam.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully, right? It looks like we've got a cheeky little shadowy card coming on in with some of the playmats that we've seen. Potentially a Flick Knives reprint as well with some of the other playmat art. So, looks like an exciting set if you are an expansion pack lover.
Not seen too much of the Flick Knives Ira build lately. Been all over the Tiger Stripe Shukos, the Terran Shukos.
Terran Shukos, so cool. Here we go. Vengeance Never Rests off the back of the Edge of Autumn. Remember, if this hits, you may banish it and you can play it again if the previous attack was an Edge of Autumn.
I believe I've just seen another Ancestral Empowerment in the hand, so
pump
we have got plenty of tricks should we need it.
We can pump this one up to
Josh
6.
Reaching for the face perg. A really, really good face perg.
Yeah, what a great read. Fantastic read from Josh. Does not forget the draw this time, though.
That's going to be the turn for Charlie. Face Purgatory. What a powerful equipment piece, Cole. We've seen it featured in a lot of these powerful rune blades.
Absolutely.
Another pummel hits the hand for Charlie Wallace. Another Deathly Wail hits the banish zone for Josh.
Turn after turn, we're seeing this. Is it another 5 into a 6 again? Creating 2 rune chants in the back. Never Malefic does fall.
Wonder if Charlie is tempted to take a load of damage here to get some value off of this Heartfinder he's drawn.
Which is away the pummel to mitigate 3.
I believe if he blocks with one of these Sirens, however, going to take it.
Yep. Going to read it all.
Too tempted by his Heartfinder.
Hey, listen.
Doesn't want to go another game without a single life gained off the back of that card.
Very true, very true. Does have I believe, a red and a blue Signs of Safe Harbour in hand alongside that.
Could we see a Could we see an Iris activation there?
Honestly, it's not a bad Iris activation as well. He's still going to have that 2 floating. So coming for 1, go again, healing 1 up to the 19 off the back of the very expensive titanium bauble.
So just going to go for the
The
value
7
play. Yeah. Play I absolutely love in this deck.
It's funny. I think I just overheard Charlie being like, "Well, this is why I didn't block some more in that previous turn because then I couldn't have healed with the Heart Finder."
Yeah. Vynnset, a very efficient smaller hand deck, as is Ira. So both of these decks willing to give a couple of cards each turn.
Yeah, usually willing to block 6, right, and just move on with their lives after presenting still around about 6 or 7 damage.
And reduce the rune chant is so powerful in Vynnset. So good to get a effective 0 for 5. Sometimes a 0 for 6 if you count the rune chant like a resource, right? Super, super good card.
Blue
20 sees 20, a very, very tight game.
Absolutely. Another sign of safe harbor being drawn up here from Charlie. A blue one in the arsenal as well. Not much arsenal destruction that we've seen from Josh so far. Remember, sign of safe harbor only triggers when it enters the grave. Entering the banish is not going to do you any favours. We're going to be blocking 3 here.
Charlie's going to eat these 5 rune chants down to 15. See if Josh has got any combat tricks with these spellbound creepers. Looks like we're just going to tidy up.
Face up. Face up, fair fab.
Probably one hoping to have gotten a bit more opportunity to block with the rest of his hand in that past turn.
We've got a rune chant in the back though, so still some options for Josh to be able to do some damage in this next turn.
Always like to say your flexing cool hand. Sticking around for as long as possible each game. Nice to get out of jail free card anytime you need it.
Seek Vengeance.
We are yet to see an Iris activation.
Yeah, I mean, so far just not going to be needed, is it? Widespread Destruction. Widespread Annihilation, sorry. That's
Ring Thorns yellow going to come in for
a lowly 3. Well, notably, we know what the card in the arsenal is. It is a blue Signs of Safe Harbor. Tunic is on 3, so we can float this, including that 1 floating resource. Question is, does Josh believe there's going to be another attack here? You've got to read there is.
Kind of some clunky sequencing needed here from Ira, right? You've got... you'd love to have sent the yellow Glittering Thorns on Chainlink 2 to get that breakpoint on the 4, but needing the combo from the Edge of Autumn for the Seek Vengeance. So, going to have to send in the somewhat easier to block Glittering Thorns, and Josh is... counting Ancestral Empowerment.
Absolutely.
At this stage.
I suppose there is a universe here as well in which you would send the Glittering Thorns first, then go into your Edge, and then go into the Seek, just to be able to kind of bait out a block on that first one if you really don't care too much on the Glittering Thorns. He's going to get blocked 3 with Requiem. It's going to be floated. No pummel this time round, but it is a red one. Sorry, I was of the impression it was blue. This makes this turn much more damning against Josh. Another 3 going to be coming on in here with a Read the Runes.
Read the Runes going to be covering 2 here, unfortunately.
Only 2? Damn, that card's up.
Pretty good alongside the Eloquence token, like we saw in the previous game. However, a lot of these Runeblade non-attack actions only blocking for 2.
Ooh. Oh, okay. So we finally got out of jail here. It looked like we weren't going to be able to send this definitely well, notably needing 3 rune chants to be able to pay for the rune gate. You can't half pay for it.
Yep.
And so is indeed going to be able to Deadwood Dirge from Arsenal. One of those rune chants to be able to make 3 more, up to 4, still presenting 9 on effectively a 0-card hand here.
Deadwood Dirge, another great pickup from Rosetta for Vynnset.
Amazing
Plenty
card.
of them for Viserai and Vynnset when our good boy Viserai was around.
R.I.P.
Some may say both of those heroes doing even better out of that set than some of the Runeblades in that set.
Aurora was in that set.
Aurora was in that set. Aurora did pretty well out of Tales of Aria.
She did do very well out of Tales of Aria. Before she was born, she was already getting force-fed.
If Charlie pivots slightly defensively here, going to be
does look like
2 cards to the Arcane Barrier. These rune chants,
red and a blue,
and going to be covering this.
Oh, Scar Wraps are gone.
Fully. Josh, notably not making any rune chants off the back of this Deathly Well this turn. Charlie saying, look, not going to give you the opportunity.
No.
Try and push Vynnset into a slightly bricky position. Deck that can stumble.
Yeah, absolutely.
Deadwood Dirge, a great card for helping you not stumble, however.
There's only 3 of them in the deck.
Got a draw. Cole going to be the banish here.
Good banish target, but notably not a rune gate attack. Have a Malefic going to be played.
Possibly taking a set-up turn here for Josh.
Great for Charlie, especially with Prismatic Ley Line being drawn and another Ancestral.
Exactly what Charlie would have liked to see.
Cole going to be coming on in.
Charlie's not too fussed about banishing one card, considering he's going to get 4-card grip of tempo. Speaking of tempo,
Torrent of tempo.
And Josh not banishing a Runegate card off his own Cole, so struggling to convert the hand. Leyline in the hand for Charlie Wallace.
Yeah, it's going to come out the gates.
And we
first
see
thing on the combat chain.
Iris activation here to go get our 4 power, 5 power.
True. Ring for 1.
Well in Miss Blossom.
Iris is going to be used here, discarding the final Ancestral Empowerment.
So, no Ancestral Empowerment, no Arcana Scar Apps, so we can be confident that there's minimal combat tricks left for this.
Still 2 Legacy Vicarus in the deck.
And some Nip at the Hills, possibly.
Nip at the Hills as well, yeah. We saw the Legacy Vicaru being used against Finn earlier, against Betsy, on the Whirling Mist Blossom, pumping it up to 6, drawing 3 cards, 1 for the Legacy Vicaru and then the 2 for the Whirling Mist Blossom. Effectively restarted the turn for Charlie and just opened up some windows to go wider and wider.
Again, like we said, Vynnset usually happy to give up a couple of cards, trade damage in efficiently. Smaller hands. Wonder if Charlie is already looking at a blue attack in Arsenal. You really want to be playing a blue when you play this Prismatic Leyline. Get that good value. Ring Thorn's red. Going to be coming in for 5. Go again. Nothing to buff up here. So it's just going to be 5. Or Josh hoping for a Runegate 2 card in hand here. Can't quite see, but blocking with a widespread destruction.
The second time that we've blocked with widespread destruction as well. Just not had the opportunity to be able to play them out. Just a Rune Chant going to be deployed from the arsenal to be able to cover 4 of the 5. Going to be leaking 1 down to 12. And while this does now open the opportunity for one of those Runegate 3 cards, your Deathly Whales can be thrown now. And oh, how about a Widespread Ruin instead? A cheeky little EA1 for your troubles. Malefic Incantation, yellow being played once again. 3 and 6. Presenting 9 damage now with some top of deck destruction while we're at it.
I think that these Malefic Incantations are like copper cogs and you can play as many of them as you like. They just seem to never leave. However, there is a finite number of them. We've got to be coming towards the end of them here.
I was about to say, I think we've had, what, maybe 2 or 3 reds. This is probably the 3rd yellow. I don't think they're on the blues. Could be mistaken, but...
And Josh bring together a big enough turn to get damage through.
Sensor coming on in.
Here we see one of the downfalls of the single weapon Ira deck. This would be an extra point of damage with a Kodachi. However, or a Rattlebones being blocked with here.
Interesting.
Not sure this card was in versus Slippy earlier.
I certainly didn't see it. If it was
something to help you set up some bigger hands, maybe.
Definitely Whale once again being committed. Does tick up to 3. Siege Demigod.
Exactly the card you like to see. Position.
This is going to buff it up 3, and this is yellow, so this will be 8.
With a Vynnset activation, so going to be making 2 Rune Chants in the back.
With still got the Vexing Quill hand as well, in case you really need to pump some more.
Going to be ending this turn at 4 Rune Chants. Probably just going
to heavy block here.
It's going to make him have it. And look, we haven't seen many Shadow Puppetries. We haven't seen many Morvian Skies, maybe.
No, I haven't seen a single Morph.
And with a full grip, I'm sure Josh can potentially make use of Spellbound Creepers at some point. Josh, not a player that I've seen on Succumb to Temptation too much, but Ira probably a deck that you'll struggle to get that card to connect with.
Absolutely. We've got a Sinkbird in the arsenal. Fate's seen the hand now for Charlie Wallace. What can Josh do? Widespread Ruin, once again, being put into the banish zone. Machinations, played out as well. What a response Charlie's going to have here with these 2 defense reactions, 1 from hand, 1 from arsenal. First and first, before we jump ahead of ourselves, it's 5 and 6. Go again from the Machinations stand.
Or Josh would love a way to banish the top of his own deck, potentially finding another Runegate card.
Yeah, notice we don't have two dice that both say go again and overpower. So...
Josh pick your poison. Come equipped with his own tokens, fortunately for us.
Much appreciated. 6 Rune Chants being eaten here. Charlie down to 7. Blocking 4 on the widespread.
Possibly going to hold the sink below.
We have 2 cards in hand. It's very possible. Charlie just holds this. Takes 2.
Eulogy.
Yeah, hard casting the Eulogy here. Coming in for 4.
not needing the Charlie hadn't taken the 2 off the 6, that's why I was wondering why I just took 2. But 2 coming over the top on the widespread ruin.
Top
nice turn
banished
for Josh here, but ending the turn with no rune chance.
Yes, this is almost certainly going to be where the Vexing Quill hands popped, right, to be able to take us up to that 3 if we do need it. We aren't out of reach as of yet. Unfortunately for Josh, though, he has just drawn reduce the rune chant.
Yeah. Not what you want to see. Turn with
not
no
at all.
resource.
Now that does not have overpower. It does have go again. 4 on the Bittering Thorns. Pitching away
into Goose. Still gets to unbrick your hand a little bit.
It does.
Making the rune chant on defense.
Shines of Safe Harbor coming in for 7.
Not presenting lethal, however. So should Josh have particularly efficient hand, may say, you know what, I'm going to make you give me a load of cards here.
Rockwood Jordans.
Yeah.
Soon to be committed, it looks like Josh is thinking about it. 180-pound iron rot legs.
I'm sure
blocked on the combat chain.
I'm sure plenty of Runeblade players would have preferred the Temper 2 equipment from our new Viscerai Living Legend deck to have been in the boot slot, but unfortunately, it's not great looking card. But
I have nice things, unfortunately.
Oh, we've got a
widespread annihilation
and a dirge.
And a Deadwood Dirge as well, up to 4.
Still holding on to this Vexing Quill hand. 4 and 6 coming in here, threatening the banish in hand. Basically going to ask for every card from Charlie Wallace here.
So we mitigate 4, we mitigate 6. All blocked out.
This is the issue with Vynnset sometimes, right? You get to do really efficient small hands, but you struggle to push over that 12 damage. Can Josh find a way through? The defensive stalwart Wallace.
Came at the cost of 2 cards from Charlie there. Only yellows instead of any of the blues. Would have loved to pitch away, to maybe hold on to something, just to arsenal it, gain some semblance of tempo. Josh having a big old think about what he wants to be banishing off the back of Vynnset at this point. Tells me there's either a really, really good line here, or might be seeing a classic Vynnset brick.
Malefics have run out. We've still got our Quill hand. We can't brick too hard, but the second you pop that Quill hand, you are get out of jail free cards.
Maybe that's what Josh is thinking about here. How many Ringate 2 cards are still in the deck?
Oh, you can play a Ringate 3 card off of it, right? You get the
well, this is what I'm saying. So, oh wow, Funeral Moon. Going to be making 1. No, but it doesn't have go again though. Read the runes as well. Just going to be making 4 rune chants now.
Josh going to be taking a blood debt at the end of this turn.
It's just going to be passing down to 2 is crazy at this point.
Funeral Moon going to sit in the banish zone. Josh sitting at 3 life here. Has Charlie found an aggressive enough hand? We've seen a couple of attack light hands, but that looks like Arna Conquer.
Arna Conquer for 6. Not
and
sure.
Looks to be a pummel in the hand, Carl.
Yeah, it is. I can't believe this could be the way that this game comes to an end.
And Josh,
question is it needs to be either a yellow or a blue in the hand. We
He's
are going to be blocking
9, I believe, if that's a Putrid Stirrings, and if that is a blue pummel, not going to find its way through.
Whoa! A little bit of a card trick.
But I don't believe we revealed the pummel.
I don't think it was the pummel.
Funeral Moon going to be played on Charlie's turn as Josh has
taken some life.
And he's going to get a return here.
Wow.
6 and 5. Will Charlie ever find the space to resolve this pummel now?
Not a chance.
What a heads-up block from Josh.
There's another pummel in his hand as well, but this is blue. This will be pitched away to some of the 6AB. Oh my god, we're going to be pitching away the heart as well. We're at the pitch stack. Now going to be blocking out all 6 of it.
I believe you've got a bit Bittering Thorns in the arsenal for Charlie.
I think you might be right.
Are we going to float the Tunic just to threaten lethal? Take a card from Josh.
He's having a think about it. Might just try and rip one of them. Question is, Josh is probably going to be happy about blocking this one. Wow, it's actually going to be sending just the dagger. Wow, Josh takes 1. He's playing fast and loose with this one now. Cannot end any turn with Blood Debt in his banish, or the game is done and dusted. No cards in deck even for Josh. Look at this. This is the final hand for him. I didn't realise we had gone this deep. I didn't realise we have gone to fatigue.
This is exactly the payoff Charlie needed.
Deadwood Dirge up to 4. Rex and Quillhand up to 6.
Maybe Josh's out here is going up to 5 here to destroy the rune charm. Is Josh's out here that Charlie has got a load of reds, and at this point in the game, it's just not going to happen.
They're all blues. There's simply not enough damage on this combat chain to cover anything. Can we go to a second chain link? It doesn't look like we can. A single card in hand, a single card in arsenal for Joshua Austin as Charlie Wallace draws up 4 more cards with a deck that's equally as deep. Has to banish the card to the Future Stirrings, gains the 1 rune charm, but then dies to the Blood Debt. There's nothing he can do. He has to pass the turn.
Vynnset stumbling to
Charlie
its own
Wallace.
deck building requirements. What a game. Charlie with the defensive leaning Ira deck, finding exactly the sort of matchup I'm sure he was happy to see at the end of this tournament, Carl.
Yeah, what a crazy end to that game. It looked like Josh was in the driver's seat for a strong majority of that one, but just finding those blues at the right times in Ira, finding those blocking cards as well, still able to find quite a bit of damage here and there. A lot of healing from these Sirens of Safe Harbour as well. Just be able to keep him above from a really threatening life total. Charlie Wallace goes 4-0 in your final Super Armory.
The Malefic Incantations will run dry eventually.
They will.
And the blues in this Ira deck will find their way. The last bit of damage.
Well, congratulations to Charlie. I am going to go get his prize, and I'm going to send him your way. As you're an Ira aficionado. I think you've done 1 or 2 videos about the hero.
Dabbled
if I'm
in
not
that
mistaken.
hero a little bit.
Yeah, once or twice. I'm joining you on that train, but for the time being, I'll leave you with him. I'll go grab him and grab his prizes. Back in a moment.
And we're back with the man himself, not Carl Mullings as it says on the bottom of the screen, but with Charlie Wallace, our Super Armory winner for day 2 of Canterbury Gaming Convention. Charlie, you got there. The Heart of Final got you through in the end.
It was really the pummel that really did it.
Yeah, I reckon you might be right. Josh read the second one though.
Yes, he did.
Yeah,
that was really unfortunate, but
sure you would have loved to have pushed that damage through for the game. But Vynnset, unfortunately, stumbling. Doing what she does best, running out of rune chance at the end, not getting the
do enough
chain links in.
Do enough in the mid game, and you get to take all their threats for the late game.
Yeah, 100%. The Malefic Incantations, they can't stick around forever, right? Congratulations, 4-0. How you been finding Ira? Sticking with Edge of Autumn?
I love the Edge of Autumn package. It's possibly one of my favourite Armory decks they've done. Apologies.
Hot on there.
One of my favourite pieces of Armory decks they've ever done. It's just
very Charlie Wallace coded.
Peak what I want. 2 for 7 is exactly how I like it. And now Flick Flack is also pretty cool.
So you're going to be winning a lovely Flick Flack playmat for going 4-0 in our second Super Armory of the weekend. Going to be adding some Flick Flacks to your Ira deck, maybe?
I could be very much convinced.
Got to play it with the mat, right?
For the meta manipulation, yes, I'm playing Flick Flack next time.
Have you had a good weekend here at the...
I've had a very much good weekend.
The Canterbury Gaming Convention. I was going to say the Seabass Invitational, but that was yesterday.
Yeah, I also had a good time there.
Yeah, what did you play at the
nothing. I was judging it, but I would have played Oldhim.
Did you do a little bit on the Learn to Play booth as well this weekend?
I did.
saw?
Yeah.
Yeah. Have a good time. Get some people showing some interest.
Yes, it's actually just really fun teaching new players how to play. It's actually just really fun.
That's the attitude that we've got a lot in the Seabass community, right? There's very welcoming. Everyone's willing to lend out decks. Everyone's willing to teach new players, and eventually they'll be playing Heart of Fire Ira right there with you, I'm sure.
That is a special amount of cooked that I bring to the table that I'm not sure anyone else can.
Blue Sirens, blue pummels.
The blue Sirens.
It's so good, right?
Yeah.
Discarding it to the Iris.
It feels really good. But it's also one of the few Ira decks that you can run pummel in. So I had to do it.
How long until we get some Fiddler's Greens in there as well?
Very, very long, because I hate that card.
Look, Charlie, thank you for joining us. I'm going to get Carl back on the desk just to send us off for the weekend.
Yeah.
Congratulations again.
Thanks for having me. Yeah.
Oh, Goodness me, Callum, we are done. We said it was around 14 hours, 14 and a half hours. It was now 16 games of Flesh and Blood. It's effectively a calling that we've done across this weekend.
Pro Tour even,
so
maybe.
Pro Tour even split across 2 days. Absolutely, mate. This has been sick. I'm really looking forward to this for the last few weeks. I've also been kind of dreading it because of all the stuff that we have to make for it. But honestly, I think it looks sick. I'm super happy with how it went, and honestly, I think everyone's done a sick job on the cast. And I hope you guys at home have enjoyed
and
as
yourself.
well.
Look, it can't be understated how much work Cole has put into.
We'll do a little pat on the back.
He's done all the overlays. It's his equipment. It's his audio work. Our good friend Ryan as well, an audio engineer.
Thanks, Ryan.
By trade, has put a lot of work into this as well. Thank you very much, sir.
No worries, mate. Thank you for like it's at the end of the day, it is a group effort. It's all of us guys here for Cup of TCG, and honestly, guys, we hope you have enjoyed. Obviously, it's been a packed weekend with Flesh and Blood. Not only us here with our 16 games across Project Blue against CC, across 2 separate events of Super Armors, but there's also been a calling and 2 callings at a Battle Hardened over in New Zealand. So honestly, if you're looking for something to do next week, you've got so many VODs to watch back, so many games of Fab, and the most high-tier ones, of course, here at the Canterbury Gaming Convention. But for now, guys, I've been Kyle. This has been Callum. Thank you to the rest of the Cup of TCG boys. We will see you later. Peace.